Alright, last time we left off, you guys had just fought a displacer beast and came out victorious.
Fuck yeah.
DM can't hold us down.
Cheating displacers.
The night's still early.
You guys are down here to deal with the...
Stop.
What?
Oh, we heard the rustling.
So much
Oh,
rustling.
well, my mic is extremely sensitive, apparently.
So much rustling.
You sound so young, Lone.
Like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Be bad.
Alright, that's
I am at mom's house.
creepy DM editorializing. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Thanks. Alright. You guys are down here to deal with the alchemist or doctor, the prison doctor's strange and eerie creations. You've been hired as an official quest to take care of this, and you guys have fought a gibbering mouther so far and a bunch of zombies. So we're just gonna pick right up. What are we doing?
I think we need to rest. Or attempt to rest.
Use like a short rest.
If you guys want a short rest, that's fine. I'm fine, but if you guys need a short rest, we can
Yeah, I need to. I can only heal. When
take a
I'm
little breather.
I'm at half.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be best to do a short rest.
Short rest time.
It's usually like
Short
what,
rest is
half an
an
hour
hour.
or an hour?
It's an hour.
Okay. I think it depends on.
We want to shore up in a cell.
That's my thought. Is that we
Yeah.
open up one of these cells and jump in there.
Oh, jeez, don't run in there without whatever.
I mean, we've cleared
Nobody's
this
in
part. This is where the guards were chilling.
Yeah, essentially where they're cowering.
Okay, so you guys take a look around, peeking into the cells, and you realize that the cells are all locked, except for the ones with the corpses in them, which seem to have been ripped off the hinges or otherwise pried open.
Weren't the guards cowering in a cell?
No.
No, they were in the hallway.
They were in the hallway.
Yeah.
in the hallway. All right, we could rest in the hallway, maybe, like further back in the hallway.
I can attempt a lockpick.
Could do that.
Okay.
I mean, we could also just go in one with a corpse in it. Like,
No, whatever.
if you want a lockpick though, go for it, dude.
No, it's up
I mean, it's ripped off the door, isn't it?
Well, that's one of the cells.
the one, okay, you look around and the one just to the north of you has been bent and pried open, so it looks like just wide enough for a medium height humanoid to fit through.
Okay.
I'll roll a d20.
To do what? What are you trying to do?
To pick one of the locks.
Okay.
Thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm.
You roll an IRL or?
/R d20. I don't know how to do this anymore.
/R
it's-
space D20.
That's what I did. /R.
I think it's not. No, it's slash.
I don't see you typing. There we go.
Oof.
Wow. Amazing.
So you fumble around with the lock for a little bit, but these prison doors are really sturdy and it's no go. The lock doesn't give
Alright,
it all.
well,
I mean,
Corpse
we've
images.
cleared behind us. If we camp in the hallway we're standing in for an hour, like we
Yeah.
know nothing's gonna come up behind us. We only have to worry about things coming at us.
we
I'm
know
at full
that?
health, so I can sit watch.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll sit watch up here at the junction for an hour.
You guys are resting for an hour.
How many D whatever it is?
You have a number of hit
You are
dice.
level 4, so you have 4 hit dice.
Yeah,
Oh, I can roll off 4 of them.
yeah. If you want to,
Oh,
but
If you so
could.
choose.
I would just do the ones that you need to get yourself to
Yeah.
as close to max as possible, or max.
You do them one at a time.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. This first one's for Deva. She's at 6 health. All right.
Helpful.
Dang.
What? Nice.
All right. So you guys are attempting to rest now, yes?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm
Okay.
rolling my die.
Kaara, what are you doing up there? Did you just not move, or are you?
I haven't moved yet. While they're doing their short rest, can I inspect the actually two things. One, use primeval awareness to sense monstrosities, since we just killed one of these things. See what else is around.
That's not right for her.
Do you add your Constitution bonus to the hit dice?
I think hers is. Well, she's a wolf, and I think I just use.
Oh no.
Right?
I meant just because I didn't, but it looks like Butts is too.
I can
Yeah.
double check
I
for
don't think you do.
I just hit the hit dice thing.
Oh yeah, nope, it does it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
it. Don't re-roll, just add whatever the thing is.
I'm just gonna pick up my last hit dice because first two would take me to full health then.
All right. This is
You
for
don't
Mal.
actually-
So I have 6 health.
All right, so about 30 minutes go by. Kaara, what are you doing?
Sensing for more monstrosities. One,
Monstrosities.
since we just killed this thing.
You sense one very near to you,
Okay.
and then another one deeper into the.
So originally I sensed two before we came down here. So there's a total of 3, you're saying? Because we killed one, and you're saying there's another one that's close by, and there's one further down.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I'll tell the team that there is a monstrosity nearby us. And then I would like to drag the corpse of this displacer beast a little bit backwards and start skinning
You want
it.
to drag it over there to where everyone else is.
Yeah, and then
Okay. So
start
this
skinning
thing
it.
is this thing's pretty heavy. You you kind of just pick it up and just drag it across the floor. You're winded by the time you get up the hallway and bring it back near everyone else. Like, this thing was a meaty creature. You could tell it was really dense. It's like you could see the muscular curvature of its like mini legs. But you managed to drag it over by everyone else.
Okay.
Hey, a quick question. I'm sorry I didn't ask this before, but for my companion's hit die, do I use what's written in their character sheet, or do I use a D10?
You would use your what's written in the character sheet, but your hit die should be a D8 as a range.
She 2d8 plus 2 is her hit.
Okay.
No, that's her starting health, I think.
Oh, so it does.
Her hit die is a D8. Sounds
D8?
like.
Okay.
Is it just a normal dire wolf? I'll just look at the stat block.
No, it's just a
Yeah.
regular wolf.
Just a regular wolf.
Yeah, it's not a dire wolf.
Wolf. I don't know how animal companions work.
Yeah. I'm just,
I don't know if they. I
Kinda good.
don't know.
You're what's your class?
He's a ranger.
But it doesn't say. It says you
I-
just get it regularly, but it doesn't say what regularly is.
I don't know
As
if
normal.
animals recover on a short rest or what.
But it says I gain hit die as normal. And
But
and-
it looks like it has a D8 hit die.
You're okay. So the wolf's hit die is a D8. When you get beyond 3rd level, so you're 4th level now, you roll 1d8 plus 1 Constitution. Interesting. Oh, plus 1 your con modifier.
Okay.
Plus the wolf's con modifier.
And
But-
I get 1d8 per level, or just what do I have?
As hit dice work is every level you get 1 additional hit die.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I have 4. Okay.
But your macro I think still thinks you're a fighter.
I changed it.
Oh wait, hold on a minute.
It's a D10. Does a ranger have D10?
No,
D8.
D8.
Hold on. Stop talking.
Rude.
I get a d8. I thought I got a d10.
Ranger 5e.
Rangers. Oh wait, no. His
Oh,
die is
D10.
D10. Whoops.
Lex, have you been leveling right?
Yeah. It's just
I thought they were squishier. I didn't realize that. That's the same as a
Okay.
fighter.
So, all right.
Yeah, they're not.
So
I
you
just
roll.
looked at the
Okay.
thing.
right, Raven. So how many hit die are you rolling
I rolled.
for the wolf?
All right, I'm rolling. I'm rolling for the wolf now. I've already rolled for. So rolling for the wolf. I'm rolling 1d8 for
Okay,
her.
so you roll 1d8, and then you add the value of that d8 1 times the wolf's Constitution modifier. If you were to
Okay.
roll 2d8, it would be 2 times the con modifier. And
Yes,
et cetera.
because 1 hit dice equals a d10 plus con mod. So 2 is 2d10 plus 2 con mod.
Yes.
You're rolling d6s.
Oh shit! Really?
Kaara, while this is
Dude,
going
how
on,
much health does this wolf have?
24.
While this is going on,
Kaara, what are you doing?
Skinning this thing.
Okay. Kaara, I'm going to ask you to make a. Do you
Nature,
have
Probably.
do you have a leatherworking kit or? Any
Well,
sort of kit that
leatherworking
might
kit
assist?
is to make something out of.
I'm asking if you
material.
have any sort of item that would assist with what you're doing.
like tanning items or a knife.
Well, I have
Rolling a D6.
daggers to actually cut and stuff.
Okay, so no. All right, go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay.
Okay. You're not terribly familiar with skinning a creature of this nature. It's the first time you've ever seen one.
True.
But as you're sitting there, hacking it up, you make some errors that ruin the amount you're able to take. But you do seem to be able to get a pelt of a decent size, and you're able to salvage one of the tentacles on the creature's back. The rest of it's unusable.
Okay. So 1 pelt of Displacer Beast. How much would that thing weigh?
You can carry it. We're not too big on the encumbrance unless it gets silly.
Yeah, I'll say about 30 pounds.
You really don't need to. Okay.
30?
Or 20.
20?
It's a hefty beast.
Yeah.
Skin's heavy, dude.
Especially when it's not dried. Water
All
weighs
right,
a
I'm
lot.
done.
Right. And what else is going on? Who's keeping watch for you guys? I believe you said someone was keeping
Lindal
watch.
was keeping
Lindal.
watch.
Okay. Lindal and Kaara, I want you to make a perception check.
Alright. One separately.
Okay. So, Kaara, to the north, kind of like, I don't know, you guys won't be able to see that. So north up that hallway there, you see a pair of eyes, and then a second pair of eyes staring at you. And as soon as you look over, the eyes seem to dart away.
I think we have company. I tell that to everyone else.
How much time has elapsed?
At this point, just about an hour.
Okay.
Do you think it's a second displacer beast?
I hope not.
I'm not entirely.
If it is, this one's probably weaker.
From when we first encountered this Displacer Beast, the color of its eyes, is it similar to what I just saw?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I think it may be another one.
Oh no.
Oh, I know it. Can my wolf smell it? Does it smell the same as the one we just fought?
You can make a perception check.
Alrighty.
Smell,
Make one.
smell the
Let's see.
desecrated corpse.
Let's do her perception.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Well,
Oh yeah, she gets advantage on perceptions with smell.
Okay. Okay. So, what's the dog's name?
Deva.
So, Deva
Good
begins
pup.
to sniff around and wanders over towards the four-way prison intersection there, and then She seems to stop for a moment. Her ears perk up, and the fur along her back spikes up, and she starts to growl, looking to the north.
Well,
think
that's
she
helpful
smelled
new
something.
information.
Is it a displacer beast? I wanted to know if it smelled the same as the one we just fought.
Yes, hold on. This is actually something we need to step out of the room for.
Oh my god, this fucking guy and his telepathic link to his fucking dog. You know, they could just like fucking drop the charade. Like, we know he clearly talked to his dog somehow.
Deva says that it's another displacer beast. It
Oh
keeps-
wow, how do you speak dog? That's interesting. How do you know what Davis said?
We're
He's
connected.
a good pup.
Yeah, but like you're connected how? Like
I think we
you're
can.
connected how?
I think we can.
You
I
read-
think we can talk
That's
about
a
this
discussion
later.
for later. We have a fight on our head.
There's a big stinky beast around the corner.
Get ready.
Well,
As you guys are bickering, out of the shadow comes a displacer beast, stalking, paws hitting the stone floor, and immediately lunges at Sir Everic. Everybody roll initiative.
okay.
Did keep our initiatives
Oh,
from last
Jesus.
time?
Oh shit.
Okay, let me make sure you guys all rolled that right. Tsou's is good. Lindal's is not right, so I will change that. Kaara's is you rolled twice, Kaara?
Yeah, advantage if the. Yeah, I have advantage on initiative rolls.
Okay.
Oh, dude, you can set that in your
You rolled again for the dog.
in your
okay. Sir Everic, you didn't. Yeah, you did. You just
I rolled a
okay.
16. I just replaced it, so
your
it was on
macros.
the
I'll tell you how
table.
to do it later, Lex.
You
Mm,
rolled
okay.
a 16.
There you go. Yeah, it's above Tsou's first one. It just wasn't. I didn't do the character sheet macro.
Okay.
I fixed it.
Darvin,
if
poor
If
Darvin.
this is indicative of the rest of the night. Oh boy.
That means it's like every other night, right, Harry?
Yeah, shut up.
Hey, is there music?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hear it?
yeah, I can. It's ambient.
I don't hear it. Well, of course I don't, because I'm not hooked up to the computer.
Fuck, you can hear us.
Okay. Where's my? Here we go.
There we go. Now we got some music.
Right. Cool. Okay, so top of the round, Lindal. What are you doing?
That's the monster boy right there.
Yeah.
Right in front of you.
Don't with the angry eyes.
So I'm going to move up to it.
Can you remove the dead monster, please?
Let's see. Give me a second. Make sure I'm doing this right. It is freakish audacity. So I'm going to attack you.
Okay. Go ahead and roll, my dude.
11 to hit.
You strike with your short sword, and and it seems to just kind of glide off the creature.
Miss. Alright.
That's a miss.
Second attack.
Ooh.
Crit. 80 crits.
Well, remember, this is
yeah,
a displacer
so-
beast.
Well, I'm
Hmm.
down there.
Oh, so
Vice DM.
this is it.
This did actually hit though.
14.
You already... No, yeah, 14 hits. You rolled with advantage, meaning you didn't roll with advantage. So
Yeah.
the first roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, 14 hits. All right, so you slash with your second sword, and you manage to pierce the hide of the creature, and it kind of yelps out like a little bit of a roar as you draw blood. Lindal, first blood for the night. Okay, and that's a total
move back.
of 19 damage for you.
14.
Yes, sir.
No, the second 5's from the crit.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
which
yeah,
didn't
you're right.
happen. All right. Next up is Deva.
Alrighty. Hey, is this stay the same like when we fought last time, or do I get my advantage? I'm gonna attack it.
What?
Remember how because of
Is
this
Deva attacking with
I'm-
advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's a normal attack. Well, actually, no. In this case, you do have advantage because the creature was just hit.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stand where this dead thing is.
Okay, that hits.
Don't forget it has to make a roll.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget it has to make a roll.
Mhm.
Nerve of some people.
I heard one go flying.
Nothing went flying. Okay, so Deva runs up to the creature and latches on to one of its legs, just like the last one, and manages to yank at it and pull it down to the ground, and it is prone. As she lets go of the creature, you see like a black, dark reddish ichor dripping from her mouth. She seems to have drawn blood there. And the creature is now prone. And next up is Kaara.
Well, this makes it a little bit more difficult. Shit.
And you gotta get in there.
Yeah, fortunately it's prone, so. Alright,
You can just shoot with disadvantage.
yeah.
You don't have one of the millions of ways apparently everyone else gets advantage? Don't you get advantage if it hasn't attacked yet or something?
Yeah, you get advantage.
Yeah,
so
I
you
do.
roll with
So
no
it just
advantage,
be regular. Alright, just a longbow shot.
Zoop.
Okay, that hits. Alright. You wait, I'm sorry. You get advantage. Okay, yeah, alright. I was trying to figure out what the fuck you guys are talking about. So anyway.
Yeah, it hasn't acted yet.
You pull back with your longbow and fire a shot straight into the creature's back. It roars as you see it was starting to stand to its feet, but then it collapsed on the ground again for a second. It's looking pretty hurt, but it looks like it can still fight.
Alright, and I will just back up 5 feet.
All right, Sir Everic.
Alright, your boy steps up and attacks it. I'll just roll twice.
Macro is broken.
I just don't know how to get the macro to attack from my character sheet because I've never done it before. But it's a 19.
Okay.
I can show you how to do that later on. I figured it out.
All right, so that hits. I go ahead and roll damage. All right. As the creature once again starts to stand up, you swing your flail around and strike it in the center of its back, slamming it onto the ground. As you pull the flail back, and a trail of blood flies through the air. It's looking pretty rough. Next up is Tsou.
You will fall just like the last beast did. Oh, that's at advantage. Sorry, that's the first roll.
Have you had a katana this entire time?
I changed it to a katana. I mean, it's still a short sword.
That
but
is not how you spell katana.
It's how I spell it now, baby.
Wait, you really think that's how you spell? No way.
No, it's cool because it's like kit, like kitsune.
Oh no.
No, you know what? No, it's a fucking homebrewed Reivhyn only weapon.
It's a kitana.
Okay.
Katana is the fighter from Mortal Kombat, not the sword.
Right. Okay. So that.
Yeah, the
hit.
one with the beautiful face, right?
Beautiful sword.
Kappa.
All right.
Katana's actually is the one with the beautiful face. You're thinking of Melina.
All right,
Yeah.
focus, guys.
With the
Yeah,
teeth.
moving on.
Right. So anyway, you attack twice, or why'd you roll 3 times? What's going on?
Twice. The first one's at advantage. It wasn't set.
Okay. All right. So both nope. Yeah, both attacks hit. The first one you slash at the creature's back again. This thing is completely unable to stand up as you guys put down a barrage of blows at it. You slice horizontally across its back, and then the second one, the creature manages to just sort of dodge to the side, but you manage to catch it in its abdomen and pierce it along the side. It is practically helpless at this point.
Oh boy, time for Darvin to heal it.
All right. Next up, the Displacer Beast is going to stand up.
No, wait. 26.
Stand up. Let me just remove its little icon there. And it is going to attack So directly in front of it.
Attack me, you pussy. I'm a tin can.
Stupid thing smirch.
You know.
Okay. 14 to hit. Does it hit? So
I don't know.
Yes,
I have
it does.
14
Yep.
armor.
it hits. All right.
No, if you match AC, doesn't it miss?
No
I think it
matches.
hits,
hit.
yeah.
Can a match box? What?
Um,
All right. So, so the creature lashes at you with both of its tentacles. Just as they're about to hit you, you try and dodge out of the way, but they bend at the last second and like whip at you in the back twice.
Ugh.
You take a total of let's see, nope, 20 points of damage, piercing.
Okay. Right back down to 6 again.
at least you rested.
All right, and next up is Darvin. And
Do I know-
the creature snarls at you afterwards, like its tentacles whipping about in like a wild fashion. You guys
At-
have pissed this
at
thing
me?
off. At
Everyone.
everyone.
Enjoy killing
Oh,
you.
I flinch a little bit. Do I know if it has any like elemental weaknesses or anything?
You can make a Arcana check.
Oh boy. All right,
All right. Based
Holy
on,
shit!
I did it.
Based on what you studied, you know that Displacer beasts, in their normal incarnation, have no particular elemental weaknesses.
Okay, then I'm going to attempt to use magic missile. Then
All right. You you outstretch your hand, and your hand crackles with arcane energy as you release a bolt, but it flies overhead of the creature.
Nope.
Missing.
Nope.
that's only the first
Nope.
bolt.
That's
Nope.
only- that's only
Magic
the-
missile hits automatically, my dude.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah.
Neither did Butts.
Yeah,
all right.
and I still have 2 bolts left.
It does
you just roll the damage for it.
3d4 plus 3 damage in total.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2 more times. Or how many times would you like to use it?
I mean, it's only one
well.
target. May as well hit all 3.
Yeah, and 2 and then 3. Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
so rewind. You outstretch your hand, and it crackles with arcane energy as 3 purplish glowing magical missiles fly out of your hand and strike the beast as it gets hit once in the face, another time in the chest, another time on its side. It kind of shudders from the impact, just like, and the creature glares up at you, blood running down one of its eyes. Now, it looks like it's ready to lunge at you at any moment.
I dug behind Kaara's wings.
So does Displacer Beast advantage, disadvantage, forcing? Does that reset on its turn or at the
It-
beginning of the round?
It resets at the end of its turn.
Yes.
Oh, so okay, cool. Good job, Butts. That's a great spell
Woo!
against these things.
Yeah.
All right. So top of the round, Lindal.
I move up. Attack with my swords.
21. Thanks.
How many dice do
Okay.
you need?
So that misses actually.
21?
Nope. He does not have
Nine.
advantage because the Displacer Beast
Has
has its displacer
Ability up.
factors.
Yeah.
No, I thought
I thought you said it reset.
I thought you said it resets at the end of its turn.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what?
So
what?
Butts attacked it and
I'm
took
actually
away its
not
double.
sure. I'm not sure on that interaction. He didn't actually make an
Oh
attack.
wait, no. You're right. Because after it attacked Tsou, then it was Harry. He
took
hit
damage
it.
from
It
Harry.
took damage.
Yeah, no,
So
okay.
yeah.
No. You guys are all right. You're right. Okay, so that definitely hits.
Trying to send us a supercharged displacer base again.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, right.
All right. So you slash at the creature. It's looking really rough as you plunge your sword into its left leg, and the creature is now like down, limping horribly and bleeding pretty profusely from multiple
Oh my
orifices.
god, this isn't die yet.
With a flourish and a second attack. Go for some ham hocks.
And with a
Hawks.
flourish, you draw your second sword and slice across the creature's neck as a silky black ichor sprays out onto the ground, and the creature goes down.
Silky black ichor. That's some good narration, my dude.
And
Like an oil spill.
with that, it is slain.
See, the short rest worked for everybody but So. Great job, everyone.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use my potion. What is that? A D8? 6?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Alright.
Does two things. Does this thing carry anything? And I would like to attempt to skin this one as well.
You are welcome to check.
Why are you suddenly skinning monsters?
Holy shit, man, really?
Because now that there's another ranger, he has to prove that he's the actual ranger.
Lol.
Must prove dominance.
Not the noble ranger.
Yeah, that fucking sucks, man. Maybe you should have your dog lick your wounds.
You're a dick.
Was it a dick? Dog saliva is healing, dog.
Use it.
I'm assuming with
Yeah,
it.
is that
Well,
allowed?
after biting a displacer beast, though.
Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind. Don't do that.
I'm assuming with the 10, it's not really good. Job.
Can I assist?
No.
Dang it.
You
Actually, no, I'm not.
I don't listen to me. I have no say on anything.
Nah,
Okay,
I'm not
so-
proficient.
You attempt to skin this creature as well. I should note that, Kaara, while you are doing this, everyone hears maniacal laughter coming from the north. Just like, just loudly echoing throughout the halls to the north.
Can I shine my shield on it?
Well, you shine your shield up the hallway.
Yeah. My light is
hold
still
on.
on it.
Hold on, let me resolve this first. Kaara, you're skinning the creature, and you fare in very much the same way as the first one. You
Why
feel like
not?
if you were a bit more knowledgeable about how to skin such a creature, you'd be able to get more. But you still manage to get something. You get a pelt of a small size, and you're able to salvage one of the tentacles.
Can I take a paw?
So you just kind of slice off one of the tentacles, and you're not really sure if you should skin this part or not. So you just kind of wrap it around, think like a belt coiled, and just kind of save it for later. And the pelt's in a ragged appearance. They weren't clean cuts at all, but you think you might be able to use them.
Well,
Can I
practice.
take a
Too
can I
bad
take
Val
a
is.
paw off of this thing?
You would love a cloak made out of displacer beast.
Darvin, what are you saying?
I want a paw.
You want a paw?
Can I just chop it off?
Yes.
Okay.
That's easy enough. No check required.
All right, I
ahead.
chop it off.
So you're gonna.
One displacer beast.
When I'm done, I'm also gonna hand So one of my healing potions.
While you guys are doing this, more laughter.
Alright, thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Go ahead and run that back.
There's a jolly fellow somewhere
Oh.
around here.
I'll roll a D4. Shit, I gotta re-roll.
Wait,
That's right.
It is. It's
Oh,
2d4
yeah, no,
plus 2.
that's-
4 plus
You
2.
just
Oh,
asked this not 5 minutes ago.
Dude, you
Oh.
gotta get that tattooed.
Sorry. I'm gonna ask again. I'm gonna
2d4
write it down.
plus 2.
Why? Okay, wait. How many are you drinking? 2 health potions? What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one. I just gave him another one.
Okay. So go ahead and mark off 11 points of healing. which are awful rolls, by the way.
No, it's
The second roll's okay.
second is bad.
You expect 6.
Should we explore the laughter?
Nobody else seems concerned about it. Let's just ignore it. Surely it won't attack us.
Oh, can we hear where the laughter's coming from?
Can you?
Direction?
You
Does-
can,
Is your
and
dog
Sir-
any good at scouting?
And Sir Everic shined his shield to the north, where the sound seemed to be coming from. It's a little hard to tell because this area is kind of
Echoey.
cavernous. There are echoes, but it seems to be coming from the north.
Will your connection, quote unquote, with your dog let you scout?
I can send her ahead to scout. That's what you're asking.
Now hold on. Watch the metagame, Harry. So never said he had a connection with that
He
dog.
literally
yes, he
said it
did.
when he came back.
I asked him how he spoke to the dog.
He said we have a connection.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. Sorry, Raven. I was trying to help you out with your characterization, but
Oh no, that's fine. I just said that.
How many total displaced pieces have you fought?
2.
Two.
Alright.
So, Ranger, are you going to send your dog ahead to scout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send her ahead. Do I need? I want to make a like a smelling and hearing check to make sure I don't hear or smell anything. And I want to.
okay. What you want to do is roll perception. Go ahead.
So,
I want to roll a smell check.
You don't know about the smell stat, bro?
Yeah, baby, smells that.
Identical.
11, make a wish.
All right, what do I see?
Well, it's pitch black, and does your wolf have dark vision?
I'm shining my shield to the end of the hall.
She does not. Oh, okay.
Well, outside of the end of the hall, you don't really see anything.
It's weird that a wolf
but- doesn't
doesn't have dark vision. That's weird.
No, that
Is it?
makes sense. Like,
I mean,
it's not like
yeah.
you have a saber cat.
They're
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on. Hey, stop. let me finish. But Deva does get 2 distinct smells coming from the opposite ends of this hallway. Let me reveal that for you. She senses a distinct smell of rot and decay coming from the left, and on the right, something that smells human, possibly.
possibly. Is it human? I want to use my ranger ability for that. I can detect humanoids.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't.
Hey,
need
metagame
to do
question.
that.
Does it count as an action to use a sorcery point?
No, you use your sorcery points on your turn. Like
Okay.
that doesn't stop you from doing anything else.
Okay.
I don't know if you can use them to recover spell slots in combat.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was asking.
But you shouldn't be close to out of spell slots because you haven't used any.
I just used one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Wow.
you're not.
Yeah, no,
you're
it's
like
just
7.
one, but yeah, I do. It's
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Tell me
Um,
about this humanoid.
a question for the future.
Right. You do detect one near. Let's see, how many feet would that be?
And is it hostile?
Can you tell?
I believe I can. Let me check.
What's the name of the ability you're using?
Primeval awareness.
You gonna take your sense of any?
No. I can't.
Okay. Right. So can you tell distance?
Yeah, I can tell distance and I can tell number, but I can't talk with it unless I'm like with it directly.
Okay. And this is Tsou using this ability?
Yes.
Right. So
the difference?
So you sense that.
I hate it.
Oh, please. All right. So you sense that there is a human near the end of this hallway from about 50 feet.
Okay.
50 feet or so.
50 feet or so.
I hate you, Harry.
All right. I relay back what was just what I've learned. We got some. There's a. What is this?
Humanoid.
Yeah, there's a humanoid to the right, and
Well, you can detect
smells
human,
undead.
right?
Yeah, I can detect humanoids.
Humanoids or humans? Because that's a
Humanoids.
big difference.
Humanoids.
It's humanoids.
Okay.
Humans count as a humanoid.
Yeah,
Well,
it's in the name.
But revised ranger gets all human. Normal shitty ranger would have to pick 2 races of humanoid.
okay. Well, yeah, you detect. Well, in that case, you detect.
A
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, you detect a humanoid to the north there.
All right. There seems to be a humanoid to the right, and what do we got? An undead? Maybe it's a zombie to the left. Whatever it is, it's not alive.
Oh dear.
All right. What do you guys do with that information?
Should we pursue?
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
kill him.
Okay.
Find out who this
Do you
person
guys
is.
think it's the zombie laughing?
I feel whatever is laughing is alive, not undead.
Hey, don't be prejudiced.
All right, let's change that marching order. Now that we know what's up here.
Does someone want to spring a surprise attack? Lindal?
I can't see in the dark, so I can't do it.
Well,
Unless there's low light. Is it low light vision or is it pitch black?
I mean, he has a shield that's casting light, or light was
And if
casted
he's
on it.
casting
Would that-
light behind
pres-
him,
Presuma-
yeah, would that ruin your surprise attack?
Presumably.
It will.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, that's a question for the DM.
Depends what you're fighting.
Well, which one are you fighting?
Easily dispatched.
Does anybody else with a range attack have dark vision?
No, nobody has dark vision.
No.
Yes.
Oh, Darvin. Get up there,
Yeah.
Darvin.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Just try to
You know what
sneak.
we can
Just
do,
try to sneak first, little
Everett?
friend.
Yeah. Hey.
What? What can we do?
Let's see how my
so
stealth goes.
I wonder if you shine your light and I shoot from behind you, would that count as my sneak attack?
It would be blinding.
We can attempt to surprise them that way.
Let's try it.
Whether okay. So hang on. I fucking
Check out this
Face my-
satanic formation we got going on.
I face my shield south so it doesn't shine on the wall and give away the fact that we're
I could
moving
always
up.
just dispel it.
Okay.
Can I control the intensity of my light? Hang on.
So if
Okay,
The
guys.
young
which way are you
Lindal.
going?
wants to stand here, we can
Alright,
jump around the
got it.
corner.
I'll attempt. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, what do you guys do? Tell me.
So I'm gonna step north and shine my shield this way, and he's gonna shoot an arrow at whatever is
First
here.
target I see. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna roll stealth too, and help him out with that.
You have a
So are
range
you
attack?
assisting me or are you making your own attack?
I'm gonna make my own attack. Ooh, rolled 16 for stealth.
Okay. So, you guys jump around the corner with Sir Everic holding his shield up to shine a light down the hallway, and you, Lindal and Tsou pop up right behind him, like long-range weapons at the ready, but you don't see anything.
Oh
Well,
man, freaking 22.
Good thing they said they were gonna attack the first thing they saw instead.
Mm,
About face.
Oh, what the hell? My doggy senses.
Well, I'd like to
Sure.
shine my shield the other way.
Sir Everic, as you shine your shield down the hallway, you hear a loud, baleful groan.
I would not call that a groan.
Out of the cell steps a ghoul, slowly lumbering out,
Let him peek out.
Ghouls, Charlie.
and turns its head towards you guys,
Little green
bearing,
ghouls, buddy.
bearing its incisors, and begins to walk towards you. We're gonna use the same initiative order since you guys are just in combat. Let me roll. Okay,
So are we picking up with Lindal or picking up with Dog?
picking up with dog. All right.
walk over here, and we're going to bite it. 'Cause that's what it does.
What's your speed, dog?
40.
How convenient.
How convenient. That's
It's
actually
part. It's part of the
That's-
freaking thing.
That's 40. That's 50.
yeah. You're
Is it
actually
50?
not.
It,
Yeah.
it can't
Yeah.
walk diagonally?
Yeah, you,
It can go diagonally, but even still,
10?
that's
Man,
10.
Yeah,
I think
30.
it's opposite.
oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
It is.
no, you got me. There you go. It's fine.
Thinking in 90-degree angles. I need to think with
Yeah.
portals.
Kaara's standing in the way. I was like, oh, you go this way.
Big fat bird.
How am I staying in the way? Lindal's right
Shut up,
above
hollow bones!
it. Whatever, tin plate.
That's my attack roll.
Whatever, tin plate.
Right, I'm a tin can.
All right.
Grounder.
Grounder, I'm a grounder.
Wrong with you people? Okay. All right. So attack that hits. And you're biting it. Okay, cool. So
Ow.
the creature sees Deva walk up to it and just kind of reaches forward, but Deva kind of ducks under its slow reach and bites at its leg and just kind of shakes it side to side. I think like a dog, like a bone, just. And then tries to pull the creature to the ground and knock it off balance. But
Think like a police dog.
But however, all she manages to do is succeed in ripping a chunk of flesh from its leg. But the creature, whatever undead magic keeps it aloft, allows it to stand there unfazed. However, you did rip a chunk out of its leg, so it took some damage.
What the hell?
Is going on over there? Good question.
Sounds like a microwave.
All right. Next up, Kaara, what are you doing?
Moving up, taking a shot at the creature.
Okay, that hits. All right. You aim your longbow like towards its midsection, so it's definitely clear of Deva, and fire straight down the middle. The arrow pierces the creature straight in the center of its chest, and it's knocked back a little bit from the force of the blow. But whatever the how can I say this? The lights of its eyes continue to glow ferociously. It's still standing.
All right, and I will duck back around.
Next up is Sir Everic.
Okay. Sir Everic goes behind Tsou and readies an attack action on any enemy creature that enters melee range of him.
Okay. Then in that case, next up is Tsou.
Alright, so I was gonna walk forward. You know what? I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike. Actually, you know what? Do I? No, I don't need to cast that. Fuck that. Am I close enough?
I wasn't close enough, and I was closer.
Check. You know what? I'm just gonna shoot
Your
some
speed
arrows
is
at it.
your speed is 30, yes?
Yeah, I'm not
no,
close enough.
you're not.
I'm move here and shoot some arrows. Alright, elbow.
Okay, that hits. You fire a longbow shot directly at the creature, and you hit it. And like you kind of crouch down and aim upwards, and the arrow flies through the creature's skull from chin to top of head, and it almost looks surprised for a moment as its jaw goes slack, but held together with the arrow, and it falls back dead.
Woohoo.
Alright. Do we see anything through here? Like, this place is all. Well, I guess it's the legs turned the wrong way.
It is a locked cell.
What about what's next to Kaara?
Also a locked cell, and also this one too.
What about...
I'll say that Sir Everic shined the light in there as you guys walk by. Now, Sir
Next-
Everic, you're facing this way, yes? So you.
I'm facing east.
All right. So as you shine your light down there, you hear the maniacal laughter again. This time, very closely, and then suddenly, from the quiet, you hear, "Who's there? Who's there?
Sir Everic.
Come here. Come here."
How far is it? Are we still in combat?
Combat's
Or-
over instead.
Okay. Well, I mean, I suppose I keep walking down the hallway then.
I'm a bit scared of jail cells now.
Come here. Come. There's nothing to be afraid.
I shine my light down.
You shine light into the cell, and it appears to be empty.
Okay, I keep going then.
And you shine at this one, and you see a
Oh, I love him. He's so fuzzy.
a humanoid. It's based on his build.
Looks like an
Possibly.
Ewok.
Based on the build and voice, you assume male. His face obscured until you shine the light in his face, and who you see surprises you. It's someone who you know.
Is it Hollow
Oh,
Shiv?
it's our friend, the crazy guy. Probably.
Oh yeah, I love him.
And he leans close to the bars and peeks his head out. Oh, it's you! It's you! Yeah. You'll be devoured, you know. Oh, just the same as everyone else here. You've seen them, yes? They didn't last long. I
Hey.
told them it would happen.
Hey, why did
So
you
wait,
ask
is
my name? You told me that names don't matter.
They matter to the non-believers.
So this
You're
is the
all
guy with the
food.
god.
You're all food in the end.
He
Okay.
got fuzzier.
Does,
It's supposed to be a cloak. He's wearing a cloak.
does
I like this.
does anybody want to interact with this guy, or can we?
Should we leave him here?
Yeah, he's fine in the cell.
Does he know anything about all the beasties?
Do you really want to talk to this guy?
Kinda.
Okay, well, go for it.
Hey. Hey, you know anything about these blibbering piles of flesh?
Harbingers of what's to come.
Who sent the harbingers?
The Great One. He is always watching. They are but his harbingers, and he will consume all. I fear them not. I embrace the hunger. I crave it too, you know. Hey,
Huh.
hey, come back. Hey, come
Oh.
here, come here. Let me out. Let
No.
me out so I can fulfill my destiny. I mean you no ill will. I have no need to hurt you, the harbingers will. Just let me out.
Why should we let you out? Well, you already said you won't attack us. Can we take you for your word? I want to roll an insight check.
I mean, he didn't say anything yet, but... Alright. Are you attempting to insight what he last said?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh wait.
How do we know we can trust you? You seem a little bit unstable.
No, that's not good.
Alright.
Can I have assisted him?
You're proficient in...
I am.
charisma?
Oh,
Insight
insight.
is wisdom.
Insight.
You are proficient in
I
insight
am.
checks? Okay, then you did, and let's say it was the 21. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man is probably insane, but you don't detect any ill intent from his words. He, for as much as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
What do you think? Should we free him?
I don't see any reason to free an insane cultist.
Would he count towards our reward?
We were sent down here to rescue the prisoners. And he is a prisoner.
Yeah, but he's pretty safe where he is. We can get him on the way back.
Man, we don't know that. He might.
Or,
Trip.
alright. If we want to rescue him, we are going to escort him all the way out and to the guards. We're not just going to cut him loose and let him walk back by himself.
Are those guards even
That
steady
sounds
enough
like
to
a-
handle themselves?
Honestly, that sounds like a pretty smart idea from Sir Everic. I'm surprised. I'm
Even a
surprised.
blind mouse occasionally finds cheese.
I'm just saying, in
What?
character, that's interesting.
I
Yeah,
like the
we
idea
could,
of coming back for him. He does seem pretty safe here.
And we could get a
Let's
nice
continue
calm
on.
breather.
No. He overhears you talking. He kind of reaches a hand through the bars. No,
Ugh, ugh.
let me out. Let me out. It calls to me. I must go. Let me out. I can help you. I can help. I can fight. Give me a blade.
I'm gonna
Noah.
quietly
So-
whisper to the group, can we knock him out?
That's gonna, yeah. Giving him a blade is gonna be
That's a horrible idea.
strong pass from me.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Noah,
Yeah.
will you
I
behave
agree with
yourself?
Everic, Let him out.
You guys see Lindal typing, right? Just
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
I would work on the law.
I want to ask.
Notionally, I'm comfortable with it as long as we walk him out and into custody. I don't want this
I
boy
agree
running
with
by
escorting
himself.
him out, Yeah.
I agree with that.
So
Noah,
we
will you
would lose a
behave
lot of
yourself?
time going back.
Well, we're not really on a time crunch. There's no pressing deadline for us
That is true.
that has been articulated to us.
Yeah, it's been spoken from the heavens.
Is that high enough? No, try again.
You're trying to pick the lock?
Yeah.
No, it's not. You fumble with it, and nothing really happens.
You got the butterfingers tonight.
I give him a thumbs up. Try again, little man.
You can't try again. Noah looks down, and he seems.
I mean, I think this is a scenario where we can just take a 20, right?
No. In fact, now is actually a good chance. Sir Everic, roll perception.
Okay.
Since you made. Okay. You notice that, and perhaps for the first time, maybe it was the low light, maybe it's because you were so transfixed on Noah the cultist, but you realize that this cell is, for some reason, much more guarded than the other ones. Not only are the bars thicker, but the lock, it seems distinctly different from the other ones as well. Inside, the cell itself seems to be more luxurious. It has better sheets, and there seems to be a bowl of actual food there. So not only has he been alive here, but he seems to be taken care of.
I articulate this to the rest of the group.
And it seems that the lock that is on his cell will be much more difficult to open.
I articulate all that to the group.
That seems futile.
You, why is your cell so much different than the rest?
You got nice food.
Last try.
Stop rolling.
I think he just wants to see a good number.
Hey!
Like that.
Nice.
Depends on how good the lock is, though.
Yeah, those last numbers reflected it.
And he says, I don't know. The good doctor, he dragged me down here. I thought I was to be killed, and he put me down here and gives me this food, asks me questions about the great beyond. Where is he? Devoured, I would assume.
Stop.
Whoa!
Stop.
Doing that!
Stop. Bad.
I'm gonna mute you.
Oh my god.
Oh, he definitely. Okay, we're the inconvenience.
Jesus.
Oh,
Alright,
he
are
said
you
the
good? Are
doctor
you
was down
gonna-
here?
He's
Shit. I don't even know what to ask him.
maybe his
Did
mental
lungs
instability
roll
made
work?
him a good target.
Did you talk to the doctor? Did the doctor say things to you?
All sorts of things. He told me that great power lurks here. He told me that I could help. I could help find it. And ever since I've been here, I've been drawn to it.
I spit out his
kind of
ring and I
power?
show it to him. Yeah, he's dead.
As you cup the ring in your hand, it starts to glow faintly green.
Oh, this again.
Does it open the door?
No, but I should pull out that book. Let me see. I
Can
pull
you-
out the book.
You pull out the book and open the page, and the page flips to the back of the book this time. Just
Just right at
And-
the end.
and it has a note. Prisoner 317C goes by
Crazy.
Noah. Noah will be a great boon to my efforts. He doesn't even know the power that he holds. If I'm able to use this, then my latest creation will be able to transcend anything I've created thus far. I'll have to keep him happy and keep him healthy until I'm able to make use of him.
Does anything you wrote-
Lindal, not Lindal, Darvin, as you start flipping through the book, you notice as you move your hand that the ring glows slightly brighter whenever you raise your hand in the air.
Can I roll to figure out why?
You should raise your hand, dude.
Go ahead, make an intelligence check to see if you can divine the reasoning.
Jeez, I'm dumb as bricks, dude.
Intelligence.
Or not. I'm smart. Well,
Look at
oh,
you
damn.
with the good rolls for the night.
Alright, you get a general sense that the ring seems to glow a bit brighter as you approach the cell. You think maybe there's some sort of interaction there.
Okay, I'm gonna put it real snug down on my finger. Oh, I'm gonna put my hand slowly closer to the cell.
As you move your hand closer, one died. Okay. As you move your hand closer, the ring glows brighter and brighter until you're just about touching the handle, and the lock releases.
I grab him. I collar him.
Okay. No check necessary. He wasn't resisting. You just put him in a chokehold immediately.
Oh,
Stop resisting.
I don't want to put him in a chokehold. I'm talking like one hand back of the neck, one hand arm.
Okay. I forget the name of that hold, but that's what you do.
and Nelson?
No.
No.
Let's fucking just frog march this guy out.
Give him the chair.
Now, as this door opens, another door you hear in the distance closes.
Oh.
That does not sound good.
Noah?
I want to check him for items he might have on his.
Maybe I can close it again.
You want to pat him down?
Yeah, he might have something useful.
Okay, go ahead. Pat him down.
Is there anything in his cell that's useful?
Anything?
So, first, resolving Tsou's question, he doesn't seem to have anything on him. Just his robes. And as far as you can tell, unless you want to check in his cavities.
I'll pass.
He might.
And Darvin, no, you don't really see anything in his cell. You see that. Actually, you know what? Make a perception check. Perception roll.
Oh, jeez. Can anyone assist on that?
I can assist. Perception or investigation search?
Perception.
No, actually, yeah, no. Good call. Good call. For the purposes of this should be an investigation.
Okay.
I'll assist him on that.
Oh,
Great.
Okay.
goodness.
Doesn't really seem to be anything going on with the cell. Nothing strange at all.
Okay.
All right, everything's good here, boys. Bye. Let's go. Let's move it.
Let's get this guy. Let's get this guy out of here.
That's great. All
Everything looks dandy to me.
I mean, we are only about like 400 feet from the entrance to this area.
All right, are you gonna make us load up the whole map and everything back, or?
No. You guys start to.
Are we dragging him with us, or is that he's
You guys
just staying
start
there?
to-
Yeah.
march
Okay.
him with you, but he starts loudly protesting. No, the other way, the other way, the other way.
Well,
We'll
there's
bring- we'll bring
Why
what,
not
back.
go
what
the
other?
other
Wait,
way?
what other way?
Deeper down. It calls to me.
But-
what is it?
But what other way? We can't go deeper from this hallway.
Yeah, there are two
He
other
means
ways.
demons
He-
deeper into the
He
person.
lifts. Shh. He lifts up one of his bony, decrepit fingers
That way.
and points towards the south.
That way.
Just towards this. If you guys are still standing in this hallway, towards the south.
What's further down?
What calls to me? And
What?
I would imagine if you're down here, then you're here to get rid of the harbingers. My goal and your goal align. Take me with you.
What do the harbingers bring?
Devastation.
Don't.
And you want to get rid of them?
No. But I won't stop you. Your petty struggles matter not to the Devourer. You can do as you like. I would just like to come.
So you just want to watch?
Alright, he seems pretty amiable. Let's let him come.
What?
Amiable.
Amicable, right?
Amicable? Is that
Or
how you
amiable?
pronounce it?
Amicable
there's-
is what you were looking
yeah.
for.
Well,
yeah.
amiable works too, but
Yeah.
amicable. They're both fine.
Agreeable.
You mean amenable?
Amicable.
Fuck English.
No.
No. Amiable is a word.
Yeah.
Oh, never. I didn't know about that word.
Boop. Oh.
I know amenable. I've never.
So quick to always correct Reivhyn. Look, he was right for once.
Okay, dude. Let's talk about your katana.
All right. So what are you guys doing? Guys?
Let's go.
Are we
solve
taking it?
Everic votes to get this guy the fuck out of here, but if the prevailing thought of the group is that he wants to come along, I'm not gonna
I
argue.
don't know. He may prove to be useful.
Really, the deranged death cultist could be useful to us?
He appears to have some information about this place,
So
even if it's confusing.
What can you tell us about the Harbingers?
Why are we interested in what this deranged cultist has to say?
exactly.
Well, because of what was written in the
I
passage.
like how he talks.
Apparently, the doctor who you all murdered,
Hey, you don't know we murdered him.
yeah.
I
Why?
didn't
Why-
you just say you murdered him? Didn't Harry say that much?
No,
No, he just said he's
no,
dead.
I said he's dead.
guys.
Oh, excuse me.
no, he
Oh.
definitely knows you murdered him. He was in the room when the warden.
Oh,
said it.
okay. Well,
Wait, I thought we resolved that with the warden when
yeah,
Val
no,
was
he's
still
fine
there.
with it.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying the warden to match you, but like this was discussed when you talked about the quest.
He was in the room in the corner while
Yeah.
Valis was in there, wasn't he?
No, he had to
No,
send for
no,
him.
Oh.
No, he showed up afterwards.
My character was.
I'm
the
pretty
details-
sure. I'm
who was
pretty sure
dead.
that conversation was before he got there.
Yeah,
Roll back the tape.
Okay, so either way,
Oh my god.
the doctor apparently had something that, cared for him enough to give him a good soul.
That doctor was a creep, though.
I don't know if it was care for a person or care for his project.
As
Well,
you guys
he
are
has some
talking,
connection.
he just starts walking gingerly to the south.
No.
Where you going, buddy?
I have
Where you
grabbed
going?
this man. This man is not capable
Okay.
of walking.
All right, then you grab him again, and he's like, too slow.
We go at our pace, little man. It's
Shush.
okay.
Shush.
Let him lead the way.
No.
Yeah,
That
you
sounds like a terrible idea.
use him like a divining rod.
You know
Where
what?
are you going?
He's struggling
If
against.
So wants to take control of this prisoner, Everic will allow it. But Everic's gonna be a petty bitch if he winds up being evil.
All right, I'll hold on to him. I'll grab him.
All right, so you kind of just grab him
Eric
by his
stands
upper-
by the bird.
Just put
All
your
right,
hand on
I'm-
the back
I'm
of
gonna
his
let-
neck
I'm
and
gonna let
steer
him
him.
march ahead.
You just grab him by his upper arm and kind of shove him in front of you.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna let him march ahead.
Move along.
Finally,
Let's see where he leads us.
let us go. And you guys start walking. And let me just.
It's like a divining rod for crazy.
Stop moving, please.
Whoa. I didn't move.
No, Everic did. Okay. You guys start walking down this way.
Now, he's in the front now. Don't get twisted.
Yeah, he's in the front. And you see a door down this way with Everic lighting your way. Just to show you, there's nothing.
There's a whole southern passage.
I would like
we
to
have not
move
looked
back
at.
a little bit.
You guys want to go back? Okay.
No, I am
No,
moving
no.
back in our line.
Okay.
Everic's at the back too. He's
All right.
huffy.
Huffy. Nice. Grab you guys. Okay. And you continue marching. Now, the passageway is dark except for your light. Twists and turns and winds, and you begin to wonder why it's so long. Why there's this huge gap between the areas of this underground portion of the prison. But you continue onward. And ooh, this might be actually a little difficult size-wise. Hold on. Yeah, you guys should fit. I'll let you puzzle that shit out. Just grab you. Move you right there.
It's dark.
Yeah, it is.
Can't see.
All right, now you walk for some time until you come to an open area with a higher ceiling than the rest of the area. It seems to be low light. There seems to be a torch just hanging on the wall, and you get the distinct smell of sewage.
Ugh.
And boop. Yeah, actually. There we go. And as you look around, you see there's a little bridge leading across a gap. Down below, there seems to be fetid water bubbling occasionally in random locations. It's like a dark green color, hasn't been cleaned in any reasonable amount of time. And you look down to the left and you see a bloated corpse floating in the water,
Gross.
missing a leg.
Gross. Can I sense any humanoids using my ability?
You cannot.
How is the leg missing? Is it like ripped off, cut off?
It's a jagged tear.
But you should send your mage hand down to see if you can grab anything good off him.
Okay.
Can
I'll do that.
Sense for
Whoosh.
monstrosities?
Okay. First, mage hand.
Yes.
You send out your mage hand, and this is a good 20 feet down. And you rummage through the body, and it seems to be the body of a prisoner who's down here, meaning that he doesn't have anything on him except for his clothes.
Damn.
Now, Kaara, you don't sense any monstrosities, no.
In a 5-mile radius?
Although, actually, let me double check something. No monstrosities. Curiously enough, you believe that you had sensed one before.
Yeah.
Oh, do we?
I really
need a
like
Shitty
that group.
rangers.
Dead?
SMH.
So what did you say?
Oh, I was just saying we can mark that guy off as another body we found.
Baby, we've long since stopped doing that.
Wow.
Linda was.
I have assumed Lindal has been doing it, unless he says otherwise.
I'm doing it.
If you wanted to.
Okay.
I'll relate to the group that the monstrosity that I sensed before is no longer around. So that's concerning. Second, can I tell how far we've actually traveled since we've entered into, I guess, the doctor's special little prison? Is it still like underneath the grounds of the prison, or have we moved like quite a ways?
No, you still seem to be underneath the prison, but the hallways have winded and turned and angled downwards. You seem to be at least a couple hundred feet under the earth at this point.
So would it be right to assume that this guy kind of built a labyrinth?
You are not aware of the actual construction of the place. You don't know if he built this, if this was here before, if this was originally part of the prison and bequeathed to him. You have no idea.
Seems
Okay.
like an
But it's
incredible
fairly-
undertaking for one
it's-
person.
It's fairly linear though, right? It's not like they're
Other
Branching paths?
passages, right?
right.
No. There have been a couple doors and pathways you've seen, but they all lead to dead ends or small areas. Nothing too elaborate.
Okay. Well, I guess we keep moving forward.
Okay.
Okay, as you begin to.
How far is it? I'm asking the guy, Noah, how far we have to go. Maybe he knows.
Oh, not far now. Not far now.
Do you
As-
have like movement, like a distance measurement, like talking feet, miles?
Dude, who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah, right. He's not a sensor.
Says
But-
I-
but-
He's also insane.
He might have been there before.
He turns towards you and he says, "Yes, I've been before. I feel it growing stronger. We are close, very close indeed. Come. I will not lead you astray." And as you guys begin to cross this passageway. Him following close behind. I assume this is the marching order. You guys just walking across. Yeah.
Mm.
I'll let you guys position yourselves where you want to be here. Now, as you start to walk across, let's see. Lindal, you notice a mass of bubbles on the right side, like around here.
Oh, jeez.
Just bubbling up from underneath. What do you do?
Inform the party. Take a closer look and see if I can identify it.
Hey, look
Perception roll,
out!
go.
Look out! So.
We said another perception.
Perception.
Ugh.
Well, the lowest you can get on a perception roll is your passive perception.
Yeah, no. Well, the passive.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. What is your passive perception?
16.
16. Okay, fine. So Lindal, you notice that the bubbles seem to be moving, and as you glance in the direction, they seem to slow for a moment.
Wait, the bubbles are moving, or the source of the bubbles?
The bubbles are moving. The bubbles are moving. You can't tell if the water is too dark. You can't tell if there's anything underneath. The bubbles coming up to the surface are moving along the water. You see the bloated body shift and float away as if something brushed across it.
So there's definitely something in that water, guys.
I shine my light down on it.
As you shine
Are
your
we
light
just gonna let Noah walk across by himself?
I'm not in charge of him.
I thought we still had a
Already
neck
there.
on him, or a hand on him.
He's already there.
Yeah, I was here.
And as you shine your light down, a large shadow, it's incredibly quick, leaps out of the water and lands with a loud crash onto the... I got to grab it. Oh shit, I moved the whole map. That's a bad.
You done a heckin' no.
Oh heck, guys. There we go.
Remember alt?
Yeah, no, I fixed it. Anyway, it lands with a crash between Tsou and Noah. And let's feel it. Boom. And what stands before you, as it seems to unfurl
Zoidberg.
itself, stands on 4 legs with 2 large crab-like claws. This thing is large, standing at about 8 feet tall, with multiple like tentacles coming out of its mouth, and it spreads its claws out in a horizontal fashion, make itself seem bigger, and then just echoes throughout the hallway.
God damn it.
Is it trying to communicate?
And it starts moving towards menacingly. Rolling
Menacingly.
Menacingly.
I gotta change the music for this one. Let's see what we got here. Good music. Let's do this.
Oh, buddy. Heck yes.
Alright, you guys did not roll the right way, so I'm gonna have to put these in.
Pardon?
11.
We
Didn't
rolled-
fill in the chart. Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Our
Gotcha.
charts are filled.
It didn't reorder it, but it filled it in.
You know what it did? There are duplicates. And it doesn't overwrite the last one, just duplicates. Alright, so let me order it, make sure everybody's there.
Ah, we have to remember to delete it before we roll again.
Yeah. Everic 23. So that 27 was your initiative, 14 for the dog, yes?
Yes.
Kaara rolled twice. I see
13.
it. Yeah, I see it. Darvin 12,
Yeah,
Lindal
12.
11. Alright, cool. Let's order these guys up. And then let's have our beastie here. Ooh, good roll from him.
Mhm.
Alright. Top of the round, guys. The creature stares down, so just
Why does it make
Is-
that noise?
It's an intimidation tactic. Is Noah part of this battle, or is he like safe?
Noah appears to just be standing across the way, staring at you guys. And
I wave.
First up is So. Go ahead, So. Make it happen.
Alrighty. Alright. So he says Kumon, and he cast. We're casting Zephyr Strike, baby. Alright, so I can move without inciting attack of opportunity. Alright,
Okay.
so I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to attack once
Roll.
with my katana.
Kitana.
Yes.
Okay. That misses. You swing at the creature and your blade seems to just slide off of its chitinous hide as it's deflected, and the creature, its tentacle, like it's right up on you. Its tentacles are like practically touching your face, and it's just loudly.
Alright. And I move here. I use my second attack. I'm gonna use my menacing ability. Here's what it does. Alright, so I look at I get eye contact with our boy Noah here, and give him. He sees there's something a little bit of I don't know. Is he fucking? I don't know.
What?
What are you
Yeah, I
trying
make
to
eye
do?
con. Yeah, I'm trying to menace this guy. I want to incite fear into him.
Oh.
You're gonna put fear in a crazy person?
You roll intimidation. He rolls insight. If he fails, he gets frightened of you.
Awesome. Go ahead. Do that.
Yeah, let's try that.
Oh, I failed. Hold on.
I hear him. I hear him.
Yeah.
As not drop my dice on the.
Damn, that's a shit roll.
Rolled a 2, man. That sucks.
Man, that tray would have been helpful.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
only useful against
Too
you.
bad that cup was supposed to keep all the dice in.
Okay, so you glare fiercely at Noah, and he just kind of looks at you dumbfounded. His eyeballs practically an empty void. You get the sense that there is nothing behind them. And
Do you
he
have a-
kind
I shout across the way, you gotta move your hair out of the way.
Do you have a charisma of 20?
No.
huh?
Is that what
Why
it
would, he,
rolled?
why would he have a charisma of 20?
I don't
that
know what.
plus.
I'm just wondering about the intimidation roll being +7.
Oh, because I am an expert. It's part of my thing. It's in the thing.
It's in. Okay,
It's in the thing.
we'll settle that. We'll settle that
Yeah.
later. Okay.
Read the thing. I posted it.
Double your proficiency bonus. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yep.
So Noah just kind of looks at you and cocks his head to the side, confused.
Oh, okay.
Now, next up, Sir Everic.
That boy dead
Alright.
inside.
I move next to the Crabman, and I will attempt to shove him, which is athletics contested by.
I know. Go ahead.
Okay.
Where are you trying to shove him to?
Into the pool. 20 feet down, so that's 2d6 falling damage, and then has to spend all his movement climbing
How does
back up.
water affect that?
It's a hard service.
He assumes.
Did that thing jump out of the water?
Yeah.
It did, but it still has to spend its movement to do that.
All right.
Also, that could be an action in combat if it's an ability to jump.
Okay, so you succeed, and the creature loses balance and starts. Thank you, Eric. And tries to like scratch with its claws and grab onto the edge, but falls into the pool, and you hear a loud as disgusting fetid water splashes up and gets you guys in the face. Just
No.
yes, well, on your mask. And the creature falls into the water. You're not sure how deep it is, but when it splashes, you don't see the bottom. But given that it was 20 feet deep, he is going to take a little bit of fall damage.
Sweet. That means he is prone after falling.
That, okay. It's underwater though.
I pasted the rules.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
how to handle that. Okay, I'll say, alright, here's how I'll handle that. So, it's gonna take the fall damage. In this case... Where's my dice?
You also don't need to narrate to us what you do with it.
No,
Do it.
yeah, I know. All right, so it's gonna fall in the water and sink beneath the surface. You can't see it.
So do we just leave?
And next up is actually the creature's turn. Now the creature is going to jump out of the water again after moving and land right here.
Most excellent.
You hear just this whoosh as more disgusting water rains down. Like the entire room smells like a corpse at this point as it gets right in front of you, Lindal, and you can smell its fishy, rotting breath as it goes. And it is going to... Yeah, it's gonna swipe at you with its pincers, and let's see.
Big, meaty claws.
All right, hits for 15. Does that hit?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So the creature snaps at you with each of its pincers, and you try and duck out of the way, but one catches you on the arm, ripping the skin, and the second one slashes by your leg as you manage to avoid it slightly, but the inner ridges of its claw rake against your skin, and you take a total of, let's see, 22 points of damage.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Why does everything hit so damn hard?
Wait, what's her AC, Lindal?
14.
Alright,
I feel like
and
it should be higher.
Why should it be higher?
What's your armor?
next up, Deva, go.
I'm have leather armor.
Deva, go.
I'm going.
Go
Give me a minute. Shit.
How much damage did I take?
22. Oh, you're biting? Okay, cool.
That's what wolves do. They bite.
Okay. So first of all, okay, what's your name? Deva runs up and manages to grasp onto the joint of one of the creature's legs and struggles for a moment, trying to shake as the creature just wildly flails. But after an intense struggle lasts a couple seconds, she manages to just crack the shell near the creature's joint, and the creature sort of like howls towards the sky with its tentacles.
You're having too much fun with this.
I love it. I love this little Zoidberg.
And Deva tries to use all of her body weight to yank the creature down, but the creature just lifts up its leg and flings her a couple feet back. She manages to land on her feet without taking any damage, but the creature remains standing. Alright, next up, Kaara.
Okay. I'm going to move here. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Oh, actually, wait, I'm sorry. Just to double check something. Lindal, you're grappled, buddy. Yeah, the creature is now holding you in one of its pincers. You're
Wait,
grappled.
I don't get a chance to contest that.
You actually don't.
You're
Sorry.
small enough. He can just pick you up.
Yeah, you actually don't.
I'll shove him on my turn.
He'll fall too.
No, that's not how grappling works. Force movement breaks grapple.
All right. So, Kaara, go.
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the thing. going to assume this is not a monstrosity.
I know. I would have told you. Nope.
Okay, cool.
You checked
Longbow.
as soon as you entered the room, yeah?
It's just some
Yeah.
ninja turtle.
He's taking some damage too.
Go eat a pizza.
22
Hits.
to hit.
Okay. What is that?
If the creature has less than its maximum hit points, I can use Colossus Slayer to do extra damage to it. D8.
Interesting. So 11 total? Alright.
Mhm.
You take aim and fire at the creature straight into the joint that Deva seemed to rip a bit of shell off of, and it pierces its leg, and the creature flinches and
I forgot. Oh, there's mark
oh,
damage.
there you go. And howls because of your keen senses. You're able to target that weak spot, and the creature howls.
Oh man,
You
sounds
were
like that
having
really
way
hurt.
too much fun
Oh.
with this.
He does not sound happy.
And while it's doing this, the creature is like shaking and flailing Lindal in the air as it does it.
All right, well, that's my turn.
What an image.
Darvin, go.
Do I know any weaknesses?
You can make an arcane check to figure out.
Oh, please, Orange Jesus.
Nope. You don't know
Nope.
what the fuck this thing is or what's wrong with it. Just really
Okay.
loud. It stares at you.
Okay. Is this within melee range, or do I have to?
Yep,
Good.
that's melee range.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Pokemon rules. I'm gonna try Shocking Grasp.
You're getting close
my
to the thing.
Oh my god, dude, you fucking ran up to it to cast Shocking Grasp.
Yeah, I'm a baller.
Christ
Alright.
almighty. What?
Alright.
What does that do?
I don't know if that's right, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know if you actually have to do.
It's a melee.
Make
It's
a-
a melee
make a
hit
melee
attack.
spell attack.
Yeah. It's a melee spell attack.
Melee spell attack. Okay.
So it's 8 plus his proficiency plus his modifier.
Casting? It's just
Modifier.
cast? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The target's wearing armor made of metal. 1d8. Can't take reaction until the start of its next turn. Okay, cool. So you grasp onto one of the creature's, like one of its front legs, and as you
Can I aim for the crack?
Wait, you said it doesn't take reaction, dude? You might as well move out of the way.
He's gonna do that
Guys.
presumably after his attack
Yeah.
resolves.
let me resolve it. Chill. Christ. All right, so you reach out and grasp the creature on yes, you aim for the cracked shell, and as you do so, you send a blast of arcane energy through your hands, which comes out of in the form of electrical energy as the entire creature is shocked, and it doesn't seem to be affected adversely. It starts to crisp a little bit. You get a smell of steamed crab a little bit, but the
Oh,
creature
that's
still
not too
seems to be
bad.
standing.
Okay, and I will move back.
All right. Next up is Lindal. Lindal, make a con save throw.
Just trying to fuck up this poor rogue.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Oof.
Oof. Okay, Lindal.
Man.
As you're grappled, you can.
He's the Darvin of the night.
but actually,
Shut up.
The creature is now shifted from holding you in its pincer to the tentacles in its mouth, and you all you can hear is. Your entire body seems to vibrate at the noise.
You're a harmonica now.
And the tentacles seem to slightly dig into your skin, and you are now poisoned. And
I'm poisoned and grappled. You fucking-
you're poisoned, and the poison paralyzes you. Now I'm describing this now because that actually should have happened last turn. So this turn, since you are paralyzed, all you can do is make a saving throw to try and get out of it.
is that Constitution again?
It is con.
Oh, it's caught all right. Oh, okay.
Now you manage to shake off the paralyzation as you start to get the feeling back in your body. It looks like whatever poison it is, you've been immunized to it, and it's not an amount that would stop you. You should shake it off. Does he get an action after that? After he makes that save? I don't think so.
He was paralyzed, right?
D&D
Yeah.
lawyer.
So that should take it. That should take his action, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Hold on, let me.
I'll double check real quick. Don't wanna
It
feel-
should say in whatever did it with
We
paralyzation.
don't want to fuck him over anymore.
Paralyzed creature is incapacitated.
Creature can't take actions or reactions.
Well, there you go.
All right. So that's into your turn. Next up, top of the round is Tsou. Oh, and I should also mention, lastly, Noah just kind of moves over here.
Where you
Alright.
going, buddy?
I'm blocking the area so he can't leave.
He just leans against the wall.
Oh, it's my turn. I want to ask Noah, do you know anything about this creature?
It's talking a free action in combat.
Yeah.
Usually.
If you can say it in 6 seconds, it is. But this entire exchange would take longer. So
Well,
he just
While
looks. He looks at you and he shrugs.
okay. I'm going
enough.
to move forward and attack it with my Zephyr Strike. Let's see. How does this work? Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the Force energy here is like corrupted holy energy. It's kind of like black and black and white.
Of course it is.
Yeah. It's black and it flickers between being black and white.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Corrupted
mixing it
holy
up.
energy, baby.
I am a Nephilim. I am the son of a devil and an angel. This wolf
I
is
can
my
be your
angelic
devil or your
companion.
angle.
All right, and he yells out "Kumon" before he attacks. You know, for the force attack, baby.
All right. So you draw your katana, and you pierce the creature. You manage to break its chitinous hide underneath one of its underneath the joint of its front leg, and you pierce it, and the creature.
That's my second attack, which missed.
And with this blow, you manage to send a blast of black and white force energy through your blade as it blows out the opposite end of the creature's shell. As you see, slimy green goo and bits of flesh flash out the back of it. Think like exit wound. Just
District 9. Think District 9.
and the creature just is kind of like shaken for a moment. Just and you attempt to. You have 2 swords or is it 1 sword? What's going on with that?
Two swords.
He's a weeb. He's got 2.
All right, so you take your
Two,
second
baby.
katana, and you slash at the creature, but you manage to hit
God,
a
I'm
hard
surprised
spot.
you're not Zorro.
You hit a hard spot of its chitinous hide, and
All right.
nothing happens.
And I run up his leg and do a backflip.
Oh my god.
Does the Zephyr Strike prevent reactions or something, or?
Well, it already can't. It already can't react.
It's shocking still. Okay,
But
yeah.
that too, I have Zephyr Strike for the duration of this combat.
All right, and you backflip and roll and start running back to your starting position.
Roll, backflip all the way to the back to the starting.
You can't do
position.
that.
I can't backflip all the way.
Nah.
Multiple backflips.
There is actually a rule for how far you can jump.
Oh, all right. Well, I do like multiple backflips. I'm not walking back. They're back.
All right, all right. you
Power
back-
Ranger style.
you backflip. Next up is Sir Everic.
Extra bitch.
Sir Everic is going to shove, but I'm going to shove him here.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh, rough.
We're trying, Lindal.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Let me roll for that. Oof.
Good, fuck you.
and you try and shove the creature, but this time the creature stamps one of its like crab-like legs and pincers into the ground, rooting it in place, and just kind of shrugs off and like opens its claws again in like a battle stance, just all in your face. You get rancid fish breath and little bits of spittle and venom fly at you. Okay, that's it. That's your action. It's your turn. Okay.
Yep, that's it. That's all I can do. Sorry, Lindal.
Now, next, the creature is going to turn towards Sir Everic and attack. Let's see. Wasn't plus.
Can a grappled creature attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
I think it
You
has
mean a
multiple
creature doing
arms.
grappling? Yeah.
Yes.
This one.
Grappling
most
is a
certainly
lot
can.
less restrictive in D&D than you think.
Oh,
Both in
okay.
terms of what a grappled person can do and a grappler can do.
Okay, Sir Everic. So, the creature attacks you with one of its pincers and manages to grip your leg and rake it back
Are you
as.
fucking kidding me? Why do I have an AC of 19?
Wait, 19. Wait, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's 19. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was 16. That is my
What?
fault.
Oh, have I been
No.
taking?
No. That just
Oh.
now, because normally I click on it. I didn't see it this time. Don't worry. I haven't been giving you free days.
That would make a lot of sense if you were.
No, I haven't. So in this case, this changes things completely. So the creature attempts to rake across your leg, but your armor manages to absorb the blow, and you slip your leg out of it, and then it lashes you with the second claw, and this time you just bash it out of the way with your shield, and
I Zoidberg back at him.
the creature takes it as a challenge and looks back at you.
Oh
Literally
god,
in rage.
Good.
he thinks you're taking its mate.
I used my taunt for my bonus action.
Oh my god, did you just dab at it?
No.
Oh, okay. I remember you said that was your thing before.
No, that was the signal.
That was
Okay.
that was a signal.
Now is your taunt an actual thing? Does that do
No.
something?
I was
Okay.
kidding.
All right, cool. Next up is Deva.
All right, she's gonna jump on the top of this creature's head, get in some of that anime, and attack it with the bite.
Some of that anime.
Full embrace.
Yes.
Never be ashamed of who you are.
Do you have
Bite
advantage?
Yeah, because he has
Ah,
allies
yes.
next to it.
Okay, good. So the creature now jumps, or rather, Deva jumps on top of the creature's head and, in its mouth, bites its tentacles, flailing around, just
Ugh.
narrowly missing Lindal, who's struggling against it, and just struggles for a minute and pulls the creature. The creature starts flailing around, like flailing both Lindal and Deva. For a second, it looks like the
I'm
tentacle is
still
about to.
grappled.
Well, yes, you're just not paralyzed.
You're
Sorry,
just
buddy.
wiggling now.
And it looks for a second that one of the tentacles is going to give way, but just as it's about to happen, the creature angles towards the ground, and Deva manages to get purchase and get some footing and start to pull back, and the tentacle snaps off in Deva's mouth as the creature
Ugh.
wails again. Lindal is sprayed with slimy green goo from the wound, and Deva spits the tentacle onto the ground. And yeah, that's it. The creature
Alright,
is still standing.
She moves over here. Then dang, it failed to pass the
it's-
save.
It's looking a little rough now, guys. It's bleeding from multiple orifices and just kind of barely holding on to Lindal in its
How
mouth.
many orifices does it have?
Well, many.
Ew.
This
Kaara
is the
next.
hentai we're fighting.
Same thing.
Hits. All right, you let loose another arrow, and this time you aim straight for the center of its chest, and you manage to pierce into a weaker point of its body and crack through the chitinous shell and pop out the other side. The arrow becomes lodged in the creature as it tries to block with one of its crab claws, but it just misses as it goes through. Just this time at a much higher pitched whine. That one really hurt it.
All right.
And
That's my
this
turn.
is 13, 15. Okay. Next up is Darvin.
Okay. I'm going to try Scorching Ray. Let's hope I can cook this bitch. Oh,
Yeah,
cast
dude.
it.
Scorching Ray's badass.
Yeah, okay. One action.
It's what I fucking one-shot Lex with in Sunless
Okay.
Citadel.
/ roll 2d6.
You're gonna use all three?
Yes. And then.
No.
Okay.
You make ranged spell attack, and then if it hits, you roll 2d6. 3 times. Soup.
Okay, so did that hit?
So that's the first
Okay.
one.
So that's your attack roll. Okay.
The D20 is the attack.
Yep. Okay. So that hits.
Okay. So 2d6.
Maybe you should roll all of them and then dice it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll the attack first, then the damage.
He already rolled the attack.
He still has 2
Yeah.
more to go.
He has 1 more to go.
Yeah.
No,
No, he has to do it for each ray.
there are
The attack
3
for
rays.
each ray.
Yes. So he
Yeah.
has 1 more.
Yes.
He rolled 2d6. Then he rolled the attack roll. Then he rolled another 2d6. Now he's rolling 1 more.
Okay, how do you think attack rolls work? It's a d20 plus 7. He's rolled 1 d20 plus 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
thought
need
the
to
I
roll
thought it
3 d20 plus 7.
Yeah.
I thought it was 1 for all 3.
No, he has to do
Okay.
it each time.
Okay, and then
Man,
that's
look
the
at these
second one.
rolls today.
And then
Get some solid rolls.
that's the third one.
Okay,
Baby! Okay, so 19 total damage. Perfect.
3. All right. Darvin, how do you want to do this?
I want to boil this bitch. I want him to go in the water and boil alive.
Ah,
I love it.
Crab.
all right.
It's gonna be a stinky crab.
Okay, so you kind of take both your hands, like think like a Kamehameha pose just a little bit, as you kind of build a
Hey,
mass
that's
of
my
fire,
stick.
Get out of here.
like a mass of fire in your hands, and then you release one of your hands forward, and a blast of fire comes out, almost more like a beam than a stream of fire, and it hits the creature in its chest, and you can see the shell start to turn red and hard and brighten up for a second as you think it doesn't hit, but then just manages to pierce through the creature, and it starts to scream. And then while it's doing this, you hit it with another one, and this one in the same location blasts the creature back, and it lets go of Lindal. Lindal manages to fall to the ground, but manages to right himself, not taking any damage. As you hit it with a third blast of energy, it's knocked back over the edge, its entire body engulfed in flame, and sinks beneath the water. As you look over the edge, the water is boiling as the creature begins to sink towards the bottom, dead.
Yes.
So when I pictured this, I pictured like the jet from like a rocket, like a stationary rocket. Yeah.
Oh, and also while it's on fire. Exactly. All right, and is dead.
Guys, I did it. I killed a monster.
Hey,
Very
butts.
good rolls. Good rolls, Harry.
No, go down there and search it.
Congratulations, Darwin.
Okay, I'm gonna send. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Stop.
This is quite a turn.
It is a turn of events.
This is
You know,
this is a new day
I think
for
that
you.
gibbering mouther might have made me remember some spells I forgot.
Oh my god.
It knocked something loose in your head.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are
gonna
you guys
s-
doing now?
I'm gonna send a mage hand down to
Um,
search that boiled crab.
I want to ask Noah here if there are any more hazards we should be aware of. Been there before.
Okay, so first off, you kind of poke around in the water with your mage hand a bit until you feel something. You know, you can't really see though. It's disgusting. And you manage to kind of nudge the creature as it begins to float towards the surface of the water. And as far as you can tell, you don't really see anything on it. It was just there.
I laugh and say the bird probably wants to go down and skin it.
Are there any sellable parts on it? Is it valuable in any way?
You can make a nature check, try and find out.
Kind of system with that.
Yeah, sure.
Heck.
You've never seen a creature like this before. You think that maybe someone interested in bits and bobs, odds, and oddities might pay a pretty decent sum for a part of it, but you can't be certain.
I don't feel like going down there.
Yeah, I'm already
Though
stinky enough.
That poison would have been interesting to use, but
Can I rip off a tentacle with the mage hand?
Mage Hand can lift up to 10 pounds.
that was
No.
For
5.
reference on how strong it is.
Damn it.
Is it 5?
you can't.
That was 5.
I'm gonna
Could be
burn
right.
a potion.
Either way, no.
Dang it.
You hear me?
Okay, well,
What'd you
moving
say?
on.
I'm burning a potion to heal.
It's 10.
Actually, hold on a second. Didn't Deva rip off one of the tentacles?
Deva did. She spat it on the ground on the bridge there.
I will.
He's a
grab
good pup.
I will take
Oh,
that.
Lindal, I'm so sorry.
Oh, dude, that happened to me too, man.
This is turning out to be an excellent week.
I will give you another one of my potions. You can use that.
How many potions do you have, Kaara?
Kaara's
I bought-
part magpie and just stockpiles anything shiny.
I bought 2 at the. Oh,
Wow.
Get shit on.
Oh,
Lindal,
man.
the gibbering mouther, when it hit Harry, must have switched Darvin with
It
you.
must have switched our luck.
Oh man, Harry, you must be elated.
It's great when it's not you, right?
I'm kind of happy.
Kaara's like wasting my goddamn potions. Seriously, how many potions do you have left?
I just
That
typed it
should
in.
be it.
I had 2 from the store that I bought, 1 from the bandits that we took off their bodies, and from what.
So how
Valis
many
gave
are
us.
left?
I still have 2.
He always has enough. That's the answer.
I have 2 left.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep track of that.
Oh, I'm keeping track. Don't worry.
Oh no, you're shady. I'm keeping track. All right.
No, hollow bones.
What are you storing in those hollow bones? All right. So
Yeah, secret
I'm
compartment.
taking,
Noah
taking that
kinda-
tentacle.
Noah walks to the edge and just kind of what the fuck? Every time I try and move Noah, my screen
He just
moves.
yeeted.
My screen like moves down. Okay, I'm not gonna move him. All right. Anyway, he walks over to the edge and looks over and goes, "Ah, he would have served the devourer well. Good job, everyone."
Thank you.
Are there more like this along the way?
Like this? I don't know. Maybe not.
Are
The
you
next
aware of any
area.
more dangers?
Oh yes, much danger.
Hmm.
Lead the way.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you grab that tentacle, Kaara, cause reasons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you guys proceed onward.
I'm trying this
Ed,
shit like
you're in-
Monster Hunter.
As you get ready to walk through the door, Noah turns and says, "If you hope to survive, I would make sure that you are ready for what's to come."
How long is a long rest?
That's
8
8
hours.
hours.
It's 8 hours.
It's
We've long rest. Well, unless we've been adventuring. You can only benefit from a long rest once every 24 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh.
we.
we have it, but I'm out of spell slots.
Well,
yeah,
I
because you've been
mean,
burning them. We
Yeah,
woke up, and it's been what, maybe 2 hours since we came down here.
You guys can take a short rest.
We can keep doing short rests, but do you have
Short
any?
rest doesn't.
Well, I
Hit
won't
dice.
retrieve it. I won't get any more hits.
Lindal would benefit from it. I think we should do it for
Yeah.
him, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not like we have a time constraint. There's really.
You guys have been down, and just for reference, you guys have been down here now for, let's see, including the other short rest you took, about 3.5 hours.
That's what I was thinking.
should we go back and check on those guards?
You get hit dice how many hours?
You only
No, it's
regain
per
your
long
hit dice
rest.
for long
Yeah.
rest.
Oh shit, I'm all out of hit die. Alright, let's
Well,
make it.
yeah, we should take one for Lindal. I don't want to burn spell slots healing unless I really have to.
All right,
I
so you
keep
guys
thinking
can
we're
try
at
and
the end, and then there's like another fucking boss.
Dude, we have not encountered a boss yet.
No. These are jobbers.
This is literally just fucking MMO trash
Father.
mobs.
So you guys are gonna try and take a long rest here?
Short rest.
Short
We can't.
rest.
We cannot benefit from a long rest for at least another like 6 hours.
20 hours.
It's every 8 hours, yeah.
No,
The
you
long
can
rest is
benefit
eight.
from one long rest every 24-hour period,
Okay.
Yeah.
beginning when it started. So
Okay.
like, you can adventure for 4 hours.
Can
and
we
get-
just take 6 short rests and 1 long one?
It doesn't really work.
No.
I mean, I guess
The-
you,
I don't
The-
think it
yeah,
works
you
like
could just
that.
You
Right
can
there,
you can
yeah.
just you can take a 16-hour long rest and get the benefit from it. It's just the benefits don't start kicking in until you're allowed to take one again.
yeah, so if you guys just wanted to just stand here for a really long time until you could
Just
long rest,
enjoy the smell of the place.
that is certainly possible.
I don't think anybody is interested in doing that. I think
No,
Nope.
I'm good.
okay with a short rest.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys kind of Well, how are you doing? You see the layout of the room. How are you guys gonna do this? How are you resting? You just gonna stand there, like in the
I need
middle?
to go to a less stinky room.
This room does smell terrible.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
What was
Alright,
what was the room previous? Was it the hallways?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait
That
a
we
minute.
have not
Wait,
fully
hold on.
cleared.
Sorry, I just want to. Lex, have you just been taking all the potions the party gets and saying they're yours?
No one said
I'm-
otherwise.
I have one.
I gave
Someone
one to
else-
Darvin.
I'm pretty certain some of your friends here have been using potions. If you've just been assuming the party store.
No, he has literally been hoarding them, and nobody else has been caring.
Yeah, no one's been carrying.
Yeah.
it.
And then
No
when
one-
someone
no one's
needs
been
one, he
taking
just hands it to them.
Yeah.
He's the
Okay.
distributor.
He's playing you legit here, Alan.
He's the
Well,
pharmacist.
Well, I don't think he was doing anything on purpose. I just want to make sure that.
You can't trust birds. I get it.
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah, I see how it is.
Espec-
No, I've
Just
been,
like
I've
Dark
been,
Elves.
I've been playing it.
Trustworthy human being right here.
Especially not birds with arms.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I've been playing it legit. I mean, no one's been saying anything about
He
potions
has.
or anything. So
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, Lex has been very zealous in pursuing health potions.
yes.
But to also be fair, he's the only one who's ever displayed any
He's that
interest in them.
bargain shopper. Now we know
Alright.
why he goes to shop.
Now all that time shop is paying off, didn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
All right, I'm gonna have Tsou stand watch, like a sentinel,
Like a sentinel.
like a
All
sentinel.
right. So, you guys, how long?
An hour.
An hour.
All right,
Alright.
I'll burn some hit point dice. Let me heal.
Fuck yeah, you do.
No,
That's
that's me.
Darvin.
That's me. That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's
You even
okay.
take damage?
I'm still missing 4. I would like to top off.
Oh, there you go,
Ooh,
Lindal.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
That actually probably has you pretty close to top, right?
Me?
Lindal.
Oh, okay.
It's 2 from top.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so
no,
you
no,
guys-
that is top.
Oh, there you go.
No, sorry. It's 34. My max is 38, so
okay.
that's good enough.
Make sure you update your token. So you guys, just kind of rest for a moment, kind of clean some of the viscera off you as best you can. Just licking your wounds a bit.
Please don't.
Deva kind of sits there and starts cleaning her paws, with her tongue, kind of
Gross.
licking at them.
Probably
Noah
not
kind of
healthy.
dogs do it all the time.
No, she doesn't do that. She's not that. No, she's not that kind of dog.
She-
She doesn't.
oh.
She doesn't.
She doesn't clean
She
herself?
she showers and she uses a toilet.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
She
Yeah,
also
well,
reads the paper. She doesn't receive it.
So tell me what David does. What does David do?
She's sitting here with everybody else. In the
She's
same
reading a
book.
newspaper.
In filth.
Well, everybody's in filth.
Use your imagination. What is she doing? She's literally standing there.
Yeah, she's sitting there. She's sitting there, sitting down. Laying down like a dog would, but she's not licking anything. That's gross. That's sick, man. That's gross.
She's a dog, but she's not a dog.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dude,
Good.
Raven never stopped playing with us.
And Noah kind of huddles away from you guys, just kind of chilling by the wall here.
How you doing, buddy?
Just kind of leaning against the wall because the time is close. The time is close. And other incoherent nonsense as you guys wait. All right. So you guys finish up your rest. And what now?
All right, we let this fool lead us on.
Is anyone gonna hold on to him?
Yeah, I'll hold on this time.
Okay, you grab him by his arm and you march him through the door.
But you're supposed to let him just manage the prisoner in his own way.
And let's move you guys. Yoink.
No, yoink.
Yoink.
Next stage.
Jinkies.
We're gonna need different music.
Uh-oh.
Is it gonna get more foreboding or less?
Is there gonna be shopkeep down here? If there's a merchant down here, I'll
If
die.
there are any scare chords in it, I'm just gonna mute the tab because I don't want to hear shrieking violins.
I thought you loved shrieking violins.
That's gonna be a negatory.
Oh, here we go. This was perfect. Turn that down. I don't know how loud it's gonna be.
Oh, I don't like this. This
Oh
sounds
my
like
god,
What
it's
is
a
it,
drum
drum line?
line.
What's
It's
it,
a drum line.
Dude, I have no idea what's going
Nick
on.
Cannon is gonna come out and fucking teach us how to play music well without being able to read. Do you believe that was the fucking plot twist? Guy couldn't read sheet music. Like, dude, it's a
hey,
drum.
Guys, hold on a second. I need to close Roll20 and open it up again. It's some weird shit is going on. It's like it's moving my cursor all over the place.
I forget that drums actually do have sheet music.
Yeah, but it's just like when to bang. It's not like it's
It's-
hard to read.
It's essentially like rhythms instead of notes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but it should take you like 8 minutes to learn how to read
Yeah.
that. It's not like reading treble clef or your bass clef where it's difficult, or it can be difficult.
you know, the one clef that I never learned was viola because I
But
had
see,
its
You have to
entirely
understand
own.
that most
clef.
people can't read music and most people don't play an instrument. So for most people, that's a perfectly fine plot point because they don't know anything about music.
Yeah, but if you're a gifted musician,
Well,
and
yeah,
you're
well,
reading
you're-
something as simple as just percussion
you're,
sheet
you're in the
music,
minority then.
you would think that he would be able to pick it up fairly quickly. But like in the movie Drumline, that was the plot point. This prodigy drummer could not read sheet music and for some reason couldn't learn.
Well, see, you're in the minority. You're one of those people that apparently knows how to read music or knows enough about music to
I feel
know
like
that
it's
that's
not that
a weak
severe of a
point.
minority.
I mean,
It must have been enough for them to make the movie.
Just call him
Like
a
that.
minority? How dare you? It's offensive. Or not, I don't know.
I don't know. Depends on if you're in the
Like-
majority.
I miss
this
piano.
is drum sheet music. And when you see a dot, you bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are just like quarter eighths. Yeah, that's some triplets.
All right. So sorry about the wait there. For once I wasn't loading Roll20 is bullshit. All right. We're back at it. I feel like my music has lost much of its impact, but we're gonna keep going.
No, there's a ritual happening. I can hear it.
Disgusted.
Oh,
where
geez,
you
this
guys
is a big.
enter in. As you walk into the room, you hear a faint rustling across the far end as the room is lit by several torches and dim light around the area, like that.
What is this, a
As
fire
you-
pit?
As you glance
Or a ritual.
to the north and to the south, you see various bones and bits of human and some inhuman viscera and gore strewn about. It almost looks like there are teeth marks and different parts of things stitched together and broken apart. It's like someone has violated this entire area. It's certainly desecrated is the
Yup,
word I
yup.
would use.
Your boy casts his holy sense.
To do what? Your voice cut out.
I'm gonna use my divine sense.
To do what? See what's in front of us?
Yeah, shine the
well,
light, dude.
okay, but first I'm gonna use my divine sense, which lets me know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of me. And I
Ah.
know.
So you do that. You concentrate and call out to your divine energy, and you sense nothing of the sort.
Okay.
Alright,
And
sensing
then I
monstrosities.
also sense the presence of any place or object that has been desecrated or consecrated.
Interesting. Okay. Not only do your senses flare up that this entire area has been desecrated, something truly evil has happened here, but you sense a strong feeling of desecration straight ahead of you. It seems as if all the desecration in the room has been concentrated into a single place, and as you sit there and concentrate and you wait, it's moving.
Okay. I relay the fact that there's a very evil monster in the center of the chamber of us.
I'm not sensing monstrosities, am I?
No.
Okay.
Are you are you shining your light down there, Everic? The light on your shield? Did they put the light on your shield? What's happening?
That light's been
What's the time on the light?
It's not that long. You're gonna have to recast it.
Yeah, okay, then I
I
can
don't-
recast it.
Yeah,
But it's a
I don't have it.
cantrip, so you can keep recasting it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
recast it.
we just emerged from a long rest and he hadn't recast
yeah.
it. So now that it's on the shield, I will certainly just shine
Yeah.
it over there.
Okay. You shine a light down here.
Duration's 1 hour.
Yeah.
All right. And as you look through the room, you see several corpses strewn about. Looking closely, they seem to be wearing the armor of the prison guard.
There's a fucking null area in the middle.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I can imagine why.
And as you look closer, you see a large hulking figure hunched over, just like digging into a body and ripping out pieces of it, stuffing it in its mouth. You can see it almost playing with it as it's taking one hand and digging into the chest cavity of this clearly dead guard. It's holding a torn arm in its other hand. And as you shine the light, you see its large fleshy body is stitched together in various places as it slowly lumbers to its feet and turns towards you, its eyes hollow white as if it was blind. And then it lets out a like an idiot
Tim
howl.
Allen, is that you?
It's not undead?
It's not undead. And
Poor thing.
with that, it starts to walk towards you guys. Roll initiative.
Nice.
Oh wait! Everybody stop!
Okay.
I forgot about the duplicates. Who's rolled so far? Lindal, Sir Everic did. Lindal did. Fuck! I'll just put it in.
Here, well, there. You can just put it in there.
Can,
Or I can actually.
Can I roll yet?
So don't roll. Kaara rolled already. She got 24. Darvin didn't roll. Lindal did roll.
I'm gonna run to
But
the
his
bathroom.
didn't
I'll be right
update.
back.
Okay. Alright, everybody else can roll now.
Okay, I really didn't want a good roll on that one.
Why is that red? Did you... Wait,
Is that red?
why is that red?
It should be red for
It's
critical
an
fail.
advantage.
but-
One of the ones was a 1.
Huh?
That's why. Yeah,
That's-
it's at advantage, and one of my rolls was a 1.
Yeah.
Why did it add the
Is-
disadvantage?
That's not how that works. Why is it adding it?
Oh, I don't know.
18 plus 3.
Just, no. Roll again. Like, type it out.
No, it's a 1d20. Keep the highest. Plus 1 plus. What's the 1?
You don't, you
Keep
don't
highest
add
1
it.
plus 3. What is that?
Yeah, dude, that macro is fucked. Alright, let's...
Oh, the 3 is my dexterity. I don't know why it rolled like that, but it's my dexterity. Oh, what the fuck?
Why
the
is there a
1, though?
1?
It because he rolled with advantage, and even though it dropped the 1, it's still colored red because he rolled the lowest possible roll.
Every time someone rolls with advantage, it shows both numbers. That's weird. Alright.
Yeah, it doesn't do that.
That
for
one's a
initiative.
custom.
It's
some
because
reason.
it's the macro instead of just being set for advantage. It's fine.
Okay, sure.
It's legit.
We need, so you have to roll again. That was for
Yeah,
your
no,
dog.
I was getting ready to. Alright, that's his roll.
Okay, that's everybody.
So that's a human-looking roll.
Lindal? Oh, he's on the turn order.
I think
Yes,
he
he
went
is.
to the bathroom or something like that. Are we
No.
getting ready? Are we
That was
still waiting?
me. Lone is
Oh,
Probably muted.
while
probably
we're talking
caught
about
real aggro.
But
while we're
he
talking
did
about-
roll.
while we're talking about this, Lex, if you want to set your roll to advantage, if you know where it says core bio spells,
Yeah,
And the
and
little gear-
it's a gearbox thing.
yeah, click on the gear, and then in the center box, about halfway down, it says initiative style. Hit advantage. Click advantage, and it'll roll for advantage for you.
Okay. I didn't see that option.
Yeah, I read the whole thing, so that's why I found out.
Are we waiting for Lindal?
No, we're waiting for somebody else. Aren't
But
we?
wait,
No,
is
I'm
is,
back.
is Lindal
Okay.
on
He's
the
not on the list, though.
There you go. You're back. Stop talking over each other.
is
Lindal,
Lindal
you're
on
good?
the
Stop. All right. Awesome. Yeah, I can see him. I don't know why you guys can't.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. All right,
What's his
guys.
number?
What? Oh, he's 15.
Okay, good.
Actually, bought me. I have to go. Yeah, I'll be back.
See, buddy.
Bye.
You really don't want to go for this?
Yes, he does.
My wife is sick, man.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, man. Sorry. Okay. So this is gonna be interesting. All right, guys.
Can we see this monster?
Yeah,
that
where's the
we
image of
heard?
this monstrosity?
The thing in
It's
the
there.
back.
There. It's next to the guards.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at this gray panel.
Oh, I'm thinking it's like this huge great thing.
I was thinking it was gonna be like that big troll.
Yeah.
God, it's ugly. He's beautiful.
All right.
So what is this gray center? Is that a pit or what?
It's just the floor. Don't worry.
I'm
About
assuming it's to mask the pit,
Okay.
like the
Guys,
pit.
So the
doesn't
map
exist.
has a pit, but this doesn't.
it. Yes.
Yes.
Fair.
Okay, here we go.
Don't worry about it. It's gray. All right. All right.
Well, if there's a pit, I'm gonna try to shove him in. So
No, it's not a
I need
pit.
to know it's not a
So
pit.
it's just the floor. There's nothing special about it.
It's just a floor.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right. So
Fucking in
Kaara.
5 minutes, the floor's gonna fly.
Kaara,
Save me.
go.
Bird.
Okay. I am using my last spell slots and casting Hunter's Mark on this guy.
What's the range of Hunter's Mark?
If I'm not mistaken, it's 120 feet.
So I used sorcery points during that short rest. Does that not count because I didn't tell you?
It's
Nope, it's
90
90 feet.
Typically it would not, but it is up
DM.
to the DM's discretion.
What are you trying to do?
I used sorcery points during the short rest, but didn't tell you. Does that count?
Use them to do what? To heal?
To restore spell slots?
Do you regain sorcery points when you rest?
No. Well,
Then
not if I use them during it.
No, you gotta remember next time. Sorry.
Okay.
Alright.
Nice.
Moving closer, casting Hunter's Mark. It has a 90-foot range, and I will shoot at it. And we know that it's not undead, correct?
We do.
It is not.
Well, hang on.
undead.
No, I don't regain them during a short rest.
Because he didn't
It's long.
sense
It's
it.
long rest.
And it's also not a humanoid. Yes.
No, it would not be described as such.
Ugh. Never mind.
Alright.
13.
Surprisingly, that hits. You
Son
take
of a
aim and fire at the creature. What kind of arrows are you using, by the way?
I'm using regular arrows.
All right, and it hits the creature and sinks in about an inch, and the creature just reaches up with an arm and snaps it and throws it on the ground. Roll damage though.
You fucker.
Don't forget
And-
Hunter's Mark.
And it has Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark at that too.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems like the creature barely took any damage from that at all.
So it's resistant to regular damage. Okay, good to know. I'll relate that info to the team.
Didn't somebody have silver?
Your boy, the Paladin.
And me as well. I have silver
Deva,
arrows.
your turn.
All right, Deva's gonna go and do what she do. Oh, I don't know if I can make it there.
You cannot.
That's
Let's
60
see,
feet.
how far can I go?
Well, 70 feet, 60 feet from where I am.
We're not
All
talking
right,
about
Well,
so-
it moves 40 feet, so if it dashes, it can get next to it. But if it dashes, it can't do anything.
No, I don't want to dash.
Well, then.
Shit, what's the fucking thing?
Well, technically, it's not going to be able to do anything anyway this turn.
Well,
Alright.
it can move 40 feet and dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to move here and ready and attack to attack it if it gets in range.
Okay. Next up is Tsou.
And we're gonna move here, and we're gonna shoot one of our arrows. I haven't weebified it yet, so it's just a regular ass arrow.
Oh, dude.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, with advantage, that most certainly hits. And this time you fire another arrow, and it goes slightly into the skin of its leg. It's almost like a thick, leathery hide, and the creature this time it just ignores it, just like slack-jawed moan coming out of his mouth. As you can see, drool and spittle begin to drip down. And next up is Darvin.
Okay, I'm gonna sit back here and cast Mage Armor on myself. Then, as a hey, yeah, I'm staying back. And then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use the Sorcery Point to restore a spell slot.
You're not even gonna attack it? Okay.
Fuck you.
He can't,
Yeah.
because he's an irresponsible sorcerer who didn't cast Mage Armor at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
How long does
Because it
Mage
lasts
Armor
8
last?
hours. It
Oh,
lasts
8
8
hours.
hours.
Oh, yeah, you fucked up.
All right.
Shut up.
Next up is Lindal. Fuck, Lindal. Right. Okay. Lindal is going to
Oh, no wonder.
walk over.
Let's let Lindal be the tank.
He would not be happy with that.
He's gonna
Dude,
walk
He's
right
already been grappled and paralyzed. He's a little pissed.
right here, and he's going to ready his crossbow. Let me look at one of his rolls from earlier. He hasn't even used his crossbow today. Look at his character sheet.
It's
Well, he got
plus-
juggled by
plus-
Zoidberg.
It's +5, I
Let's
think.
see.
And then It's a light crossbow, I think. So it's a D8.
Yeah. It's 1d8 plus 4
+4.
plus 4.
His dex modifier is 4.
Yeah. But he gets like all these crazy bonuses.
Wait, did you say you're back alone?
Yeah.
Oh, it's your
Oh.
turn.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
great,
good.
awesome. I was trying to struggle out what the fuck your character does. It's your turn. I've already moved you, but I'll put you back so you can decide what to do.
Where's the
There you
golem?
You guys are fighting this
Far into
thing
the room.
here. And for the record, you don't actually know what it is.
Where's the Frankenstein?
It's not undead, and it's not a humanoid, and it's not a monstrosity.
yeah. Alan fucking went deep into the monster manual for this fucker.
Monster Manual, what's that?
Oh, and the gray part on the floor is just the floor. It's nothing.
It's
nothing
not a.
else.
It's not a pit. It's not a carpet over the pit.
It's not like a trap door that's gonna open.
You guys are the worst.
It's a
No,
floor.
I literally just covered it up so I can.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. It's just a floor. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. We're helping you out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
DM.
Are you the golem now?
Ugh.
Hey, there it is.
All right, that hits.
Wait, that wasn't a sneak attack. No, it wasn't.
No. Now you fire off a bolt at the creature, and just as before,
Wait, does that
out-
mean you don't have advantage?
I don't. So it's a 9.
it still hits?
Christ, this thing sucks.
Yeah,
Thank
it's only
God,
got
I
a
have a
billion
chance.
hit points though.
Yeah, you hit it, and the arrow just kind of pierces the skin slightly and falls to the ground. It barely took any damage.
Oh.
Barely dealt it, probably. All right.
Let's see. Anything to hide behind?
In this room, no, it's pretty.
All
Pretty
so,
open.
in my
I mean,
turn
you could
then,
duck around the corner probably.
I use my full move. Can't move.
All right.
Oh, since we're in the center, can we see the whole room now, or is it still super dark? Just my
it's
OCD.
low light, but you can.
Thank you.
All right, Sir Everic, it's your turn.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna step in front of the halfling and ready an attack if it comes in melee range.
All right then. Okay, it is the creature's turn. The creature begins to lumber towards you with an eerie and unnatural speed. As let's see, how far is it gonna go? The creature
yeah.
is going to
Go for me, you little puss.
gonna walk right about here, and it's going to take the severed arm it's holding in its
Oh,
hand
Jesus.
and throw it at Sir Everic. It's
What
with
about
a
the trap
howl.
door?
Oh my god. And it's going to miss. The creature howls and just throws it wildly. And just chucks it as it smacks against Sir Everic's shield and falls limply to the ground. And the
Gross.
creature just looks at you again, slack jawed. You're not even sure if it registers you as a living thing. And with that, it ends its turn. Next up is Kaara.
Top of the round.
Top of the round.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna take a shot from where I am. I'm not going closer to this thing. But this time I'm going to use silver arrows. If I'm not mistaken, that's what, a magical arrow?
It's the same. It just
It's full
If
damage
something-
now.
If its stat block notes that it's vulnerable to silver.
When did you get silver arrows?
Bought it from the priest
The prison.
the first
yeah.
time we got there.
Ages ago, early
All the shopping's
session.
coming in handy.
You know, the time you weren't there.
Such a magpie. Oh my god.
All right, that hits,
The Falcon's just a cover.
and you fire an arrow at the creature, a silver arrow at the creature, and it barely lodges into its skin and falls limply on the ground.
Really? Okay.
The creature seems unfazed, but now its gaze is fixed upon you.
What kind of damage does Colossus Slayer do?
D8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like
kind
puzzle
of
type.
kind. Yeah.
It's
Like
just
slashing.
no. It's
It's-
just D8
it's-
damage.
Does it make the attack do additional damage?
Yeah,
Because that would be piercing damage. Right? So it works.
Let us go down. Colossus Slayer. Your tenacity wears down
Yeah.
most potent foes. Hits it with a weapon attack. Creature takes an extra D8 of damage if it's below its
Yeah,
maximum hit points.
So it does additional weapon damage. Okay, that makes sense.
So it's piercing then.
Yeah, same as I would imagine Hunter's Mark works the same way.
Hunter's Mark. I don't know if. I guess it would be. The same
Well, actually,
as-
no. Hold on. Given how much damage this attack did, I will say that the arrow did lodge into the creature. Although you're not sure if it's because it was silver or if you just got lucky.
Still sounds
This requires
resistant.
further experimentation.
Yeah, like blasting it with a shitload of fire.
Dude, extra
I'm on it.
D6
Hey.
with the weapon attack.
Essie,
It says with
I will drop rocks on you.
What? He's scorching ray. That's like his only offensive move.
I'm watching you.
That magic missile.
Hmm?
And
Oh,
But
by the
one's a-
way, it's
and-
Deva's turn.
All right,
and
running up, doing what David does.
Sorry, I'm also gonna back up a little bit.
and burning hands.
That hits. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. I see. All right. Anyway. Okay. All right. Stop. Anyway. You run up to the creature, and in much the same fashion as pretty much everything else you fought, you go for the leg, and attempt to knock it off balance. But all you succeeded in doing is ripping a tiny bit of flesh out of the creature as it seems unfazed and manages to shake off Deva.
Does Deva have access to another attack?
No,
Okay.
that's what
All
wolves
right.
do, man. They bite.
So, you're up.
I can check though. Let me check.
Well, check on somebody else's turn.
No, my turn's over.
No,
Dog's
so,
turn.
So's turn. Sorry, my bad. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna move here, and let's see. We're going to attack with my katanas.
Okay. Both of those hit. Alright. You slash at the creature and... No, Lindal, you're there. I don't know why it's not showing up for you, but you're there. Anyway, you slash the creature and the blades just barely cut through the skin. It looks like it's taken some damage after the repeated hammered attacks, but this singular attack doesn't seem to have done very much at all. And next up is Darvin.
Can I occupy this space, or do I have to go in the next square,
I mean,
like right here?
you're like leaning against the wall, essentially.
Okay. Can I inspect it?
Inspect what? The wall? The creature?
No, not the wall.
What
This
are you,
ugly
trying,
thing.
what are you trying to find out?
Just any kind. Do I know anything about it? Any weaknesses? Any previous stories?
Okay, go ahead.
That would be like a nature or a history check or something.
For in this case, I'm gonna say make an Arcana check.
Orange Jesus, please. Orange Jesus, why?
Is that with advantage for some reason, or is that
No.
just auto? Okay,
It's just auto.
you don't know what it is. It looks
Again.
scary.
Okay,
In
well,
this
Frank.
case, it's more like.
Okay, well, Frankenstein was afraid of fire.
You
So-
don't know that. Frankenstein's not a thing in D&D, man. But if you want to use fire, go ahead.
Okay. Please, 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 please.
I mean, not in this
Okay.
universe, anyway.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. Just gonna try Scorching Ray. Let's see, attack roll. Okay.
Keep
Okay,
rolling
that
them
was
through,
it.
buddy.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
that one, and then that's the second one.
Zoop,
Okay,
zoop.
cool. And then that's the third one. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
So you can just roll 66.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Darvin's on a roll.
Atta baby.
Hey, you could have set up backwards for this.
All right. So, you cup together your hands and amass like a ball of fire, and then you thrust your hands forward as 3 beams of scorching energy fly out and hit the creature. As all 3 of them smash into the creature, it seems startled for a moment as it's engulfed in flames as the fire covers its body before the creature howls and flails, and then the fire starts to burn out as you see bits of skin slaw off of it, and it looks a little tired. Whatever you just did, it hurt it a lot.
Frankenstein was afraid of fire.
Next up is Lindal. Wait, did he leave again?
Hard to say.
Hmm.
Yeah, he muted himself.
Okay,
Definitely
well,
so.
then-
Nope, he's back.
I'm here.
okay.
I'm gonna move a bit.
Come on, get real close.
Crossbow attack.
Okay, that hits.
6 damage.
Okie doke.
You don't get the
Alright,
advantage from someone being in melee
Yeah.
range?
don't you get a sneak attack? Or did it already add it? I see it says sneak
No,
attack
based
there.
off what? No, I have an advantage.
I thought you get sneak attack because what's his nuts is next to him. So
Wait.
What's his nuts?
So
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, if his ally is next to it, he gets sneak attack from any
I don't-
light
I don't
weapon.
also have to be next to it and like hit melee with it.
No, you can use it. We can use it with ranged weapons.
Oh
I
sweet.
don't think so.
God. Yeah, let's just say you can.
I'm looking it
Okay.
up.
Yeah, you can use it
Yeah,
with
there you
any
go.
light finesse weapons.
Man, Lone, after all the bitching and discussion we had about sneak attack, I'm surprised you don't have that committed to memory.
Well, see, I'm afraid to make a faux pas.
Fupa.
A faux po.
Fupa.
A fupa.
Yeah, you know.
Right. Okay.
Fupa.
Once again, your arrow sinks in, and then the creature's kind of bashed it to the side. It doesn't look like it did much damage. All right. Next up is Sir Everic.
I close into melee range, and I whack fella with the flail.
Okay, that hits. Roll
Okay, and
damage.
then I'm gonna cast Smite on him.
Schmite?
And
Now, this roll here, is that adding your physical damage and smite?
so Smite converts it to radiant damage.
Okay, interesting. And I guess, yeah, that would be a magical attack.
Yeah, radiant is a type of magic
Yeah.
Yeah.
damage.
All right. So you swing your flail at the creature and bash it in its chest, and where the charred skin has begun to flake off, you bash it open, and you see some of the stitches begin to rip as you expose its innards, and you can see like blood start to ooze down its chest. It looks like that one hurt it pretty bad. All right. Next up is the creature's turn, so it's going to turn towards Sir Everic, who just attacked it.
Yes, attack the tin can.
And attack. Let's see. Your AC is
19.
Oof. Okay. So the creature, enraged, is gonna run up and bash you, slamming against the ground with one of its hands. You try and take the force the attack with your shield, but the shield is knocked back into your face as you're bludgeoned in the head, and you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And then it's going to do the same thing again with its other hand, knocking against your shield as you feel the shock of the blow throughout your entire body as you're forced down to one knee, and once again bashed in the head. blunt force trauma and another
Oh.
13 points of bludgeoning damage.
So 20
Total
damage.
20. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
It sounds like it would break his arm.
Yeah,
maybe it did. He
If
did
the
take a lot of damage.
shield hit him
shock
with
is an
the-
amazing
That's
thing.
that's
So
that's why I was 26.
that's 26 total bludgeoning.
Yeah,
Okay.
but each is -3, so it's 20 total.
Okay, I'm just.
I'm
make
fine.
sure
I noted it. We're good.
All right. And with that, the creature's gonna roar like a battle cry.
I roar right back at him.
Ah!
And with that, Kaara, it is your turn.
You should have screamed, "Hey, you guys!"
Alright, gonna shoot with longbow. This time I am going to use one of the iron grasp arrows I have.
Quick question: are those dead guards?
Yes.
Oh,
very
yeah.
dead.
They've been eat.
Okay, that hits. All right. What's that? Colossus Slayer, Hunter's Mark, 8, 9. All right, 17 total. All right, this time you fire one of the Iron Grasp arrows, and this one sticks straight through the creature's shoulder, piercing it. This one seems to have broken the skin, and the creature takes a hefty chunk of damage. As you can see, some of the stitches on its arm begin to rip as the creature kind of shuffles to one side, like exchanging its weight. And with that, Deva, it is your turn.
Expensive arrows.
Bite. Okay, that hits. You bite, and the creature just shakes Deva off after she sinks her teeth into its arm this time, and the creature remains standing. Didn't really take much damage from that. It's like its leathery hide seemed to have withstood it. Okay. Then you slash at it with both your swords. Both
and a
of them hit.
backflip.
No backflip this time, as okay, you know what? Here, I'll say it like this: you slash at the creature. You manage to pierce it just a little bit, attacking the areas where it's already been wounded, but it doesn't seem like you're doing much damage. And as the creature seems to retaliate, swing at you, you backflip and land at your starting position.
Gotta get that
He's Genji.
Oh god.
Okay, next up is Darvin.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So, I just roll on some
Blast
flaws.
him
Okay.
again, dude.
How many sorcerer points do you have?
I have
How many,
2 left.
how many spell slots do you have?
He is
I have
none.
3 left.
Do you
Wait,
have
how
any
many do you
second?
get per sorcerer?
He has 7
Uh,
total right now.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'd have to move close for that one. And I didn't use, like a dum-dum, I didn't use a sorcery point at the end of the last turn. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to go with cantrip for now.
Wait, you don't have... You should have a 2nd level spell slot left.
Yeah, it's Burning Hands, and that puts me real close, and I don't want to be
That
that close.
is not how spell slots work. You have a... You used Scorching Ray twice. That was the only 2nd level spells you've cast.
Okay.
You have 3 2nd level spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
can cast
So you
any
can-
2nd level spell you know.
Sweet. Okay, I'll do Scorching Ray again then, bitch. Let's pray for good rolls. That's not good.
Oh, this thing has a
Still hit.
shit AC. so-
Yeah.
That's okay. That one's fine.
You pretty much need to roll a 1 to miss on this guy.
66.
Hey, I think
Okay, you
All
send
right.
out, send
Harry
out
bringing the
3 more
heat.
3 more blasts of fiery energy as the creature is knocked back, and you begin to see a ton of skin begin to flake off as it catches fire and burn, as one of its arms begins to rip at the stitches, and it's now hanging by sinew as it's kind of dragging along the floor. The creature's looking really messed up right about now, and it looks like it's going to have a hard time attacking for a bit.
Woohoo!
All right, next up, Lindal.
I'm going to move him into melee range. How close is that? I move 10 feet. Oh, not even there. What is that? It's 10, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 10 feet. gonna make a sword attack. 1 of 2 with advantage. That's a crit.
And give it and take it.
Hold on a second.
Attack again?
There we go.
Yep, and then I'm gonna attack again.
Almost 2 crits.
2 quick slashes.
All that hits. All right, so you do a couple quick
And I'm going
slashes,
to move behind Everic.
and although the individual slashes don't seem to do too much damage, just the cumulative damage you've dealt this thing so far seems to be showing some effect. So you hack off bits of charred flesh.
Quickly dance away.
Quickly dance away. Let me make sure I got it. Alright. Okay, creature's looking really rough now, guys. Sir Everic, your turn. That hits.
Okay, I'm gonna smite him again.
Oof. Alright. Alright, you... Sir Everic, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I just flail his head right off.
Alright.
Like a
You,
golf swing.
Like
Conqueror-
golf, yeah.
Conqueror style.
Yeah,
you-
conqueror
you-
style, exactly.
You stand back up on your feet, your head ringing from the repeated bashes to the head, and you ignite the flail with divine energy as you swing it towards its head, and it seems like the stitches holding it together seem to weaken from the massive fire damage as you knock the creature's head clean off, as the creature lifts up its arms for a moment, still reaching at you blindly, and then after a moment collapses to the ground. You see the head on the floor roll and continue to work its jaw in like a biting motion until it just goes limp and is dead.
Da, 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 da.
Bum, 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 bum,
Well,
bum.
now I'm not gonna.
We're level 5 now, boys.
Better be. Ba, 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 ba.
Question: what has Noah been doing this whole time?
You've just been standing there. Watching.
No opinions, nothing.
I mean, you can ask him.
Noah, do you know anything about this creature?
Ah, yes, I've seen it before. The doctor spoke fondly.
Did it have a name?
No. He often just referred to it as his creation.
Because I know he named that dog like A1 and A2.
He never
Something
spoke to me
stupid like
of such
that.
things. He seemed to be particularly interested in perfecting this creature.
Gertrude.
Is
Gert.
dead now. This monstrosity. This
Can I
undead.
can I identify what it is?
You can roll an intelligence check to see if you've heard of anything like it, or actually, go roll his. Well, is history under intelligence? Yeah, no.
It is the same. It does not matter.
Yeah, you don't know. It's just some sort of cobbled together creature, as far as you can tell.
I
Did it drop anything
asked
good?
To
Any potions we can give to the bird?
I asked to Darvin, does your book say anything about this creature that you
Let me
got
pull
from the
it out.
doctor?
Let me pull out that book and ring.
Because if I remember correctly, it mentioned something about prisoner 62B.
All right, so you open the book,
Mhm.
let's resolve this first. You open the book, and the page flickers to something in the center of the book, and you see that there's only thing new is just a small note, and it says needs improvement.
I don't like that.
Mm.
That does not bode well.
So was it a monster or a prisoner?
Probably both.
Well,
Now-
stitched together with multiple body parts and flesh, I imagine it's all of them.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Desecrated crown makes me uneasy.
Now you
you're half angel?
So you search through
Nice.
the body of the creature, and in its open chest cavity, as the thing is like slawed off a bunch of pieces, you manage to rummage around, and surprisingly, you find scattered about 10 gold pieces and 2 coppers, presumably
in the body?
In the body, presumably from
Gross.
the guards it had been nomming on.
Nasty.
I suppose it's worthwhile to search the rest of the guards, see if they had anything on them. So I do that.
Okay, you start searching around. For
You said
the
10
guards.
gold and 10 copper?
3 copper.
3 copper. Okay.
And the guards don't really seem to have anything of use on them, just standard guard gear. You notice that this guy right here has 5 usable arrows on him.
All right.
I'll take
And they
that,
or
take half of that.
They are iron grasp arrows.
I'll take
that.
2 of those.
I'll take 3.
Wow.
Do crossbows and bows use the same type of ammunition?
No.
They do not.
Crossbows use bolts.
Yeah,
Oh, those
I
are-
said arrows.
Yeah. The what's his name? The smith upstairs. I think he only had iron grass arrows, not iron grass
I'll be
bolts.
so sad that poor boy is gone.
I'm certain he would have had bolts had he been asked.
Maybe, but no one else wanted to ask, so
Well, Lindal was also not there, if you recall.
What are you doing?
Just looking.
Oh, okay. All
Anyway,
right.
regardless, these are not bolts, so it doesn't matter.
So you guys take a look around. Like, what are you doing, actually? Illuminate the rest of this area for you.
ahead. Is that a hallway?
Keep on moving on.
I'm gonna check the room.
I say
We
we
already
go.
checked
If there's nothing valuable, let's just keep moving.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything
Use.
my passive perception sees it might be valuable. If not, keep rolling.
All right. You start moving along, and I actually don't have an icon for it, but that's fine. To the north area, near the corner, you see a treasure chest.
Did you lose your token, Lindal?
You just moved it. There's a
Oh,
treasure
that's
chest
good.
up here.
Yeah, the treasure chest.
Is that door
Oh, yeah.
locked? Is that a cell?
If it's locked, we have no hope of getting it.
No, it's just a regular door.
Okay.
Any traps?
It's iron wrought. No traps that you could see.
Roll
The chest locked.
investigation, I guess.
The chest is actually unlocked.
Chest trapped.
Nope, not that you can see.
There's double
Funny, because
chest.
last time it was a mimic. Or a trap.
You take a look around the treasure chest, and it seems fairly undisturbed. It's just a worn wooden and iron chest, and it's unlocked. All right, you open it. Inside.
Does he
the
want me
chest,
to open it?
It says
Nah,
you just
Okay.
I opened it.
inside the chest. All you see is a small case, open, with a wand just laid out across, and the wand has runes etched around the handle of it, but otherwise it seems normal.
Is there an instruction booklet with the wand?
Nope.
I will attempt to divine it.
Divine it.
I fail, so I give it to the wizard boy.
We ain't got no wizard here.
Sorcerer.
So
If you wanna, you can attune to a magic object during a short rest and find out what it is. You don't
Yeah.
need to identify.
Okay.
but you
And I'll
can
work
only
on
attempt to
that.
a magic item. It has a spell in it. If you
It depends whether it's requires attunement or not, I suppose.
DM?
What are you asking?
can I identify this object at all? It's a
No.
wand.
It's a wand. That's all you know.
I'll attune it.
It looks a little fancy. It's a wand.
At the end of the short rest, a creature gains an intuitive understanding or to activate any magical properties
Are
of
you?
the item.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you resting now? Is that what you guys are saying?
No.
I'm just providing an explanation of what happens during a short rest.
Okay, so who has the wand now? Lindal
I
has the
have
wand?
But
Just-
oh,
Okay.
He was gonna hand it to me and then said psych.
I mean, do you want it? I don't care.
I mean, I could check it out.
All right, take it. There.
Okay, I will attempt to check it out.
Wait, question: can rogues
I
use
failed.
wands?
No,
Yep.
dude, I think he's giving you the wand.
I still
Yeah.
wanted to check it out.
Okay. You can't. It's a wand.
It's pretty.
Can a rogue use a wand? Probably not.
no, you. It's a magic item.
I mean, I don't know if there are any class restrictions on that, but
Scrolls, I know. Wands, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's look it up. It should be in the DM sheet.
I can check.
Yeah, wands usually have like a description about what spells you can cast from it. For example, spells. While holding the rod, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells. I think they allow people who aren't innately magical to cast whatever spells on them. I think
Hmm.
it's not like a spell scroll.
Well,
Yes,
Bud says it now. So.
As far as I can tell, Lindal would be able to use it. I mean, he's just not proficient in it or anything like that.
Well, you don't need proficiency. Well,
Maybe
I suppose it
proficiency
would be
to
for the
find
save.
a wand stick at someone.
Anyway, unless Butch can figure out what to do with it, we're gonna just move.
Yeah. Let's move on. I'll figure it out during a rest.
So what's this
Alright.
green thing?
Or I'll
here?
use it out of desperation.
Where's Noah?
Where is Noah?
He's in the
back
circle.
in the
Oh,
circle.
he's just chilling.
Noah's following you guys.
Now
Noah.
what, Noah?
Oh,
And
the voice
he,
got deeper.
and he points forward and walks ahead of you guys.
We're still not there.
Oh, very close now.
You said that like 200 feet ago.
It's all relative.
Relative
Damn.
to what?
To the great truth
Oh,
And
Jesus.
that would be?
that you will be
Death.
devoured.
Of course.
Mm.
Well, I look forward to it.
You guys continue on, and for the purposes of scoofing around, I'm gonna move this. What the fuck? Roll 20. There we go. Just move you guys over there. It's a blank page. Okay. So, it's actually gonna require a new song.
My disappointment that the floor didn't slide back is immeasurable.
God, you guys in that fucking floor. I knew I should have done a better job covering that up.
I mean, you honestly should have just written just a floor on it.
Or
Not
just like
a trap.
Rug.
that would make me think it was a trap even more. Wait a minute. Not a trap?
Yeah, but
Hmm.
that's metagaming.
And
I
the
suppose
rug
so
is
is
inanimate?
seeing a poorly painted floor and insisting that it's going to pull back.
This plywood seems unsteady, but I'll pretend it's a floor.
This'll do.
So is this white for anyone else?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You
think
guys
that's
are on
what
a
he
blank
wants.
page.
Oh, okay.
Developers could be bothered to model this part of the.
Just a
Map.
slow loading game.
This is the beta.
Poorly optimized.
Speaking of optimization, they're re-optimizing Overwatch finally, and
Yep.
apparently I'm not the only one that has those frame rate problems.
Yep, and hopefully your issues will be solved now.
Maybe they
No.
should just make it a better game.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm reading the DMG. Seem to be.
shit. What?
You cut out.
There doesn't seem to be any limitation on the use of a wand.
Mm-mm.
I literally just said, okay.
Yeah,
Why
I think
are you-
that's the purpose of a wand, is just like a portable spell for anyone.
Why are you looking it
Even
up?
scrolls.
So
If
I
you can read the
just-
language, you can use it.
Who posted that? I like that.
Alright.
Thank you for this blessed item.
You guys continue onward. Oof. The wrought iron and stone walls of the prison begin to give way. In fact, as you continue onward, it seems as though, and you walk for a good while. This is a good 30 minutes of walking down long, winding hallways. It looks like these have been excavated recently,
Close.
in fact. And
Oh fuck.
the walls begin to give way to natural formations, and you walk and you walk. It's dark. There are no light sources. And eventually, you come to what appears to be a shrine of some sort.
I'd like to use my divine sense.
Fuck.
Okay. To answer your question, no. So you look around. And,
Okay. Nope, that's fair.
And you see the shrine, and it's ornate. Like someone has been tending to it, in fact. And someone pinged me. Okay. And you see like a red tapestry draped over it, and the shrine itself seems to depict a glowing, well, not glowing, there's no color to it, it's all stone wrought, like an orb with spiky ends around it. What do you guys do?
Can I
Investigate.
detect any-
I before we do anything, I relay the fact that it is neither holy nor unholy to the group. Like, it is literally just a stand with a picture.
Can I detect any humans?
You do not.
Does Noah recognize this?
Noah begins to walk towards the statue, or rather the altar, as it were, and he seems uniquely interested in this. He begins to walk slowly towards it and runs his hand along the edges of the altar, and he says, "This." And for the first time since you talked to him, he seems to have great clarity of mind. And he pauses for a moment, mouth agape. "I have no idea what this is."
I love them.
And but he continues
tried.
to trail his hand along, and it's like, "But I've been drawn here. I feel the devour. Why? He's like practically groping the thing, just like running his hands all along it. And as he does this, the round portion of the altar begins to glow slightly. He doesn't take notice of it. And as this starts to happen, you all like, you clearly notice this thing glowing, and before you can do anything, a bright light erupts, just and Noah is thrown back against the wall, like against the stone wall, just and apparently unconscious, and the light continues to radiate from the altar, glowing brighter and brighter, until eventually several arcs of light shoot out from the altar, and each of them heads towards each one of you. Sir Everic, you hold up your shield, thinking it to be an attack of some kind, but you're knocked back against the wall as well. But you manage to deflect the light, and it bounces off, and instead hits Darvin.
Why?
And as the light smacks into Darvin, you're thrown to the ground.
Ow!
And the other beams of light shoot out as well. Lindal, you're knocked back. Your small form goes tumbling across the room. Kaara, you're struck by the light as well, and you try to fly out of the way, but you get hit and fall limp on the ground.
No saving throws on any of these? Like
No
dexterity?
saving throws.
Okay.
This is a narrative attack.
Yeah, this.
I mean,
It's fine. Nobody
you
cares.
you can. Okay, I was
Go
gonna.
ahead.
It's fine.
I want to hear who else gets hit.
And
I'll give you a hint, everyone, except the dog. Actually, no,
Except
definitely
you.
the dog.
the next beam of light
Why
heads
do you
towards.
hate my companion so
Ah!
much?
It's a Nephilim. I love him.
Shh. If we're gonna get through this in a timely fashion. Shh. The light, another beam of light from the altar heads towards Tsou, but just as it's about to hit him, he tries to flip out of the way, and it arcs straight past him as if it was, if it has a mind of its own, it was never going for him at all, and instead hits Deva as she's thrown against the wall, also going limp on the floor. And then 2 more beams of light fly out down the hallway through the prison as you all begin to lose consciousness, and that is where we're going to end.
Okay.
If we're gonna get through this in a timely manner, end
know, right?
session 14 seconds later.
I just want
Fuck
you guys
off.
to shut up. And yeah, we're gonna end there for now. Just a few notes I know you guys are gonna ask. This hurt a lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out the immediate aftermath next time. But that's it.
This hurt? You mean like our damage?
It hurt.
It physically, it hurt us. It wasn't
Oh.
pleasant.
Oh, so it's not just a story thing where we might be dying.
Well, question. It hit
we'll
everyone.
find out.
Someone's gonna
We'll
take
find
us
out
and
next
harvest
session.
our body parts.
We'll find out next session. It's a
Sorry,
cliffhanger.
question. It hit everyone except for Tsou, right?
Everic.
Because he dodged.
So and Everic were not hit.
Oh, cool. The tanks.
Okay.
So it's not a tank.
So
The
as the
battle
highest
fodder,
dice,
then.
Next to bird. Question. What was like the actual thing we fought?
It was a flesh golem.
Was it actually?
So
Yeah.
he thinks.
I was right. Yeah, dude. The fucking pictures that pop up for flesh golem is
Yeah,
like
dude.
actually the token you used.
Yeah, I know. That's just the one I used. It wasn't a flesh golem.
Huh?
It wasn't
What?
a flesh golem. I just used that picture.
What was it?
Yo, Harry, how
that's
come you didn't take
obvious.
a offer to set up your what's the word I'm looking for? Macros. You like all that stuff you did. You could have macros for that.
Yeah, but I forgot that the actual sheet didn't do that one for some reason.
You know what? I think it's for the better because he actually hit.
Yeah.
Do it that way from now on.